So, welcome one and all to another game of... Is it Heroes of Nippon?
Yes.
Well, speaking as the lead hero, do you want to recap, or shall I recap?
I can do a recap if you want. If you want to wait for me to get my notes, or if you're ready, you can do it.
Well, simplistically, the party have been resting their weary bones on the docks, carrying out work, etc., and having slight problems with the crew of a ship that has been chartered by Hideshige, the merchant who has the contract for supplying all the grain to the daimyo's forces. Sorry, the daimyo's widows' forces in the mountains. The party members who were working on that ship unloading the grain did end up spotting that a couple of the sailors were carrying something in a couple of sacks surreptitiously into town and swapping it with a couple of people, and they believe, due to some intelligence gained by Kyūryū, having a mild altercation with a couple of
Just a mild one.
crew members. After which he dragged them into an alley and robbed them.
I did not rob them, you liar.
No, I'm sorry. The tales around town are that they were robbed.
And not by me.
Well, you were spotted dragging them into an alley, and your description has been circulated, and 6 of one, half dozen the other. If you were spotted, then it must have been you that robbed them. Anyway, believing that these guys who eventually delivered their cargo to Hideshige's warehouse were involved in something not exactly legal, I believe you are considering relieving them of the burden of their sacks to discover what's going on. So, since I did not have this ready last time, I have taken the liberty of drawing up a small map of the town, or part of the town, awesome, which I'm just moving you to now.
Oh yes, love a new map. And I love hexes. Screw squares.
And this is a map of some of the alleys leading up to the main roads. The yellow line is the route they take from the docks. The bottom left-hand corner is where they enter this warren of alleys. The last time you saw them, they came along here and then nipped through a cut through to this road, made their way down into the backs of the buildings here, and ended up at the back door of the inn, where they sat down and had a nice cold drink in this hot summer weather. At which point another couple of people sat on the bench next to them and then got up again and walked off with their sacks, leaving some dummy sacks behind for the 2 seamen to carry back to the yard. And then the people carrying the sacks from the ship then headed up to here and then headed down the main road towards the merchant district and Hideshige's warehouse. So the X is the point where the swap was made yesterday, and so this route here is the route that they take to get there. So, given that, you can plan your actions.
Matter of interest, when were you following these guys? Was that at night or what? Daytime?
It was Daytime. It wasn't. let's see. It was after work had started, but before everybody was flat out, shall we say.
Okay.
So the initial rush of people to go, if you like, the rush hour, or the Nobioka equivalent of rush hour was over, but the shoppers weren't out, and the shops were just getting started. And so they ambled over to this inn and had something to eat there. They had their breakfast there before they returned to the ship. So it's not dark, it is daylight, but
Still,
hopefully,
early
although
morning.
people will be at their places of work, there won't be a lot of pedestrian. There wasn't a lot of pedestrian traffic on the road at the time.
It's still fairly early in the morning.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if I move
The only other thing I was...
Sorry.
Well, who did the following? Can I ask questions just to put it stepping?
The soft shoe shuffle of Baka followed them. The man mountain himself, moving like a cat, followed them along, and with his eagle eye spotted the surreptitious swap of the sacks.
Good old Baka.
Oh yes, yes.
So,
Sneaky.
do you come back to One Shoes at some point, or are you still out and about?
Oh no. He followed them, watched the swap, and then followed them back. Followed them, the other two, off to the warehouse, and then returned to the ship and carried on working. And that evening, at One Shoes, it was revealed to the others what had been going on.
Yeah, that's all right. So I am there because I'm staying at One Shoes.
Yes.
Working in this weather. I've been joking.
Well, Kinzo had similar thoughts yesterday. It was boiling hot.
So we are back at home base.
Yes, you are. I mean, One Shoe had tried to get you to do a little mission for him to scare Hideshige's labourers. I don't know whether you were aware of that.
Yeah, I was here last time. I just wanted to clarify exactly where we were.
Okay, fine. So, so the situation is that you had decided that you would attempt to relieve these two of their sacks, and dawn had broken, but we stopped it before any action could take place because I did not have the map drawn up.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I had thought I would inveigle you into dealing with his porters, but you decided to go for the minimum amount of walking for your next adventure. So I've moved your tokens onto the map. Hang on a second. I shouldn't have moved the. Hang on. Control Z. Move everything back. I will just move your tokens out of the way so that you can. Oh, damn. There. Got rid of that. Okay, so your tokens can get put over here, and you can have a look at the area and decide where you wish to assemble to or skulk to carry out your raid.
I think two questions. Well, sorry. The first thing I was
That's the
thinking
meeting spot there, isn't it?
potentially high risk. Oh,
That's the meeting spot there. Yes.
Yeah.
you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. No, one of the suggestions I was going to make was, I mean, it's high risk because they may have already moved the last few sacks. Do we have any idea how much longer the ship's going to be in dock for?
Yes, looking at the amount of grain left, you reckon there's another 3 days in dock.
Well, there's potentially more sacks on the ship, is where we don't cause confrontation, but they may have already moved everything they need to move, in which case we'd lose out. Secondly, do we want to take out the ship workers, or do we want to take out the merchant men? If we take out the ship workers, there's less likelihood of there being people around that recognise us in future. Whereas if we go for the merchant's men, oof, I don't know.
Well,
Might
those are
be a bit more
probably
obvious what we're up
locals.
to.
Well,
Yeah.
the sailors are foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say foreign; they're from the mainland. But the merchants men are probably locals. You didn't actually hear them talking, so you didn't hear whether they had a different accent. But given that it's in Nobioka, they are probably locals.
We want to take the risk that they're going to follow this yellow path exactly again. They might nick up through little alleys here.
You know, people tend to be creatures of habit, don't they? So, unless they got some reason to suspect they are being followed, they probably stick to the same routine.
Well, he's down his mate on the ship, so he's short of people.
In case posting up in this courtyard, there's enough space to actually thoughts.
Your sound is coming through quite crackly, Graham.
Still crackly?
It didn't crack that time. It's just now and again, just it kind of, it's like almost like there's a loose connection on whatever plugs in your mic to your PC.
Wireless. And an old PC, an old laptop.
Well, the advantage of doing it there is that there is more space, so you can more easily get more people onto them. The disadvantage of doing it there is that there's more space, so they could more easily get away.
The chance will get spotted by whoever's with them here.
Possibly, yes. Although, if you remember, they got there first, and then the others turned up a short while later and sat down and exchanged.
You'd use this alleyway here to just bring a trap. So we got someone waiting at the top of the alley and someone waiting at the bottom, people waiting at the bottom of the alley, and pincer them, three-way pincer.
Yeah, that's true. They had to go into single file to go through that alley because that's only a 1 hex wide route. So, if you had a couple of people here and a couple of people here, you can get 2 on the front and 2 on and 1 or 2 on the back. But that limits you being able to get all of your people involved. But it has the advantage it limits their escape. Plus, it's not quite as visible.
We want to take them in the first alley they come across.
Well, this is a wider alley, but that's the first narrow alley. I mean, they take that.
That's the one I'm meaning. We have 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and 2 hiding in case they go a different route.
If we jump them there, don't we get more kind of round them? We can get more around them there, don't you think? We've got more
But
different
that's where the inn is, and the other guys might get there before them this time.
They might have some colleagues in the inn who help them, plus there's more escape routes.
There is more escape routes.
Yeah,
I
you've
think
got
we
about
just
half
hit
a
them
dozen
down here
different
as
ways
soon
to
as they
get out
come
of
in.
that. I think the idea of taking them down there sounds better. It's away from the inn and there's less escape routes for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could just take them in this courtyard here.
I should just get rid of that, so it's not blocking your route. I will bring the rest of you across. Would I be right, Baka, that you're not going to be using your Tetsubo?
I'm just on it now.
Bit tight in there for using that, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Wandering around town, we don't have a thing for it anymore.
Plenty of room to swing a Yawara though.
Don't do that. Transparent. Doesn't it? Oh. I can sort this out. The radius on Sumai for hand strikes is what?
Short, so it's going to be 6 foot, isn't it?
1 hex. No, 2 hexes.
Yeah, so it's 2 hexes.
There we go. $16 in a box. I don't know if that was my health.
Well, if Baka is there, sorry, if Baka is there, the optimum is the next hex. You can lunge forward and hit 1 hex beyond there, but that's at -1. Of course, grapple if it would be just the same hex if you're going into close combat. Okay. So, how is the party going to position themselves?
That's one final question.
You can ask as many
Is the
questions as
intent-
you like.
Is the intent to kill, capture and kidnap, or just knock unconscious?
Well, hopefully we won't have to do any of that because they'll let us look in the sacks when we ask them to.
Don't think the intention is to kill.
Yeah.
I think we should try
Right,
to do
that's what to
subdual
do.
damage if we end up in a fight.
If we knock them unconscious, are we going to leave them or are we going to take them?
Do we need to take them?
I don't know. That's just why I'm asking the question. I just want to know what the rules are before we go in.
Well,
why not?
you don't know what's in the sacks.
Yeah, it depends what's in the sacks, really, doesn't it?
They looked quite heavy.
We'll have to decide once we see what's in the sacks, I think.
Well, you're not going to get the sacks unless you can persuade them to let you look in them, or knock them unconscious, or kill them, and so you can look in them without their permission.
I mean, we could persuade them, we could also intimidate them. There are other ways to make somebody do something with social skills, not just persuasion, there's also intimidation.
Yes, but that what comes down to persuasion by force rather than by argument,
Yeah.
which is still persuasion.
Well, no,
So,
no,
it's-
no, no.
are
It's not
you going to
persuasion by
talk to
force.
them?
It's persuasion
Are-
by threat of force. Or by threat
Are
of
you-
other things.
Are you going to try talking to them,
What do we think, boys? Is it worth a try?
Give
or are
me
you
it.
just going
Well,
to try and knock them out?
No, we're going to try and talk to them first, and
Mhm.
if they hand the sacks over, they can go on their way without getting beaten up.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Okay, trapping them in the alleyway, I think, is the best way.
Yeah. Basically, if they see they're outnumbered 4-2, or even 6-2, then hopefully they'll give up without a fight. If they choose to fight, well, that's on them.
That's fine. I mean, I'm ready for a fight. I'm warmed up. I've already beat somebody up yesterday. Well, not
You
yesterday. It was a few days
Someone
before.
yesterday.
I didn't kill someone yesterday. Someone died fighting me yesterday. Different.
And how much permanent damage did they do to you before you killed them?
None. I warned them. I
Exactly.
warned them, David. I warned them.
The thing to bear in mind is that if we just knock these guys unconscious or whatever and leave them, they're going to be able to identify us.
Well, should we maybe mask
And
up?
therefore they may come down on one shoe's joint.
Should we maybe just wear masks? Hoods? It's easy to not be
Good idea.
recognised.
Good idea. I'm just a bit concerned that this Inner City is our home territory. I don't really want them trashing our base or
Yeah.
us becoming unable to walk the streets.
I think maybe we put masks over, you know, like cloths over our face and wear hoods.
Can I ask a quick question? In wandering around town, Dave,
Yes?
how many groups of people have we seen with a man mountain? I mean, I'm fairly identifiable.
I mean, there are some around town. There's fewer than there were because a lot of the Ashigaru are out of town. Some of the Ashigaru guards are look tough like you. There's a couple of people hang around places like the Lucky Coin to act as bouncers. So you don't necessarily stand out as particularly unusual.
You're not the only sumo size.
Of course, you and Kinzo might be recognized by them because they are sailors from the ship that you have been unloading on stuff from.
Good point. They may remember that one shoe put in the waters.
Possibly.
Kinzo, do you fancy having a pint at this pub whilst we wait as backup? In case there's plan B.
Yeah, that's one possibility. The people who waylay these two guys are not people they've seen before, possibly.
Harumi, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that.
Do you have any magics that can paralyze them instantly, perchance?
Well, not paralyze them, but to do them. As long as they hit.
Yes, that is the
Harumi,
problem.
how did you get on with your learning spells, Harumi? So learning a
I
spell,
didn't
weren't you?
actually learn any spells. I actually was able to up my ability to.
Harumi has developed her skills in the schools of in the School of Water.
Yeah.
And the school and I believe you started in the School of Metal and School of Wood as well, but your skills in the School of Water have gone up quite drastically.
Yeah. That's basically what we worked on.
Yeah. I think your BCS in the School of Water went up by 4. Yes.
Yes, it did.
And that increased your chance of learning spells by about 20%. Anyway, so if you're looking at ambushing them in that alley there, that would mean if you manage it, then at least the second one would be being attacked from behind. With the classic D&D trope, attack from behind by surprise. but you don't get the sneak attack double damage or whatever. But it would mean that you would get the bonus of +10 from behind until they can get turned round. Yeah. And if they were wrapped up, caught up in jujutsu or sumai or something, grappled, then they wouldn't be able to turn round. Escape would be difficult because it is only a one-person wide alleyway. So if somebody's standing there, then you've got them. That would require kind of a couple of people kind of waiting here, ready to step out and block the alley here. Again, if you got one here and one here, you could get 2-on-1 on that person. But does limit you on how many you can get on them. Stopping and talking to them, persuading them, threatening them. If you think it'll work, then that might be a safe option. Question is whether you think that they are going to want to do that. You already know that the captain is pretty authoritarian and probably wouldn't take too kindly to them just casually handing over the stuff they're carrying, but if you can show sufficient force, they might be forced to. The other question is whether they would shout for help. If they are carrying something illegal,
They're not going to.
then obviously they'd be reluctant to shout for help, just in case whoever comes wants to see what they're carrying. If they aren't, or if it's legal but nobody's supposed to know about it, then they probably wouldn't feel too much concern about shouting for help. I mean, the other two options you've got are either break into Hideshige's warehouse and try and figure out what's happening there, or break into the ship at night in the hopes that there's more on the ship.
I don't think it's a bad idea to break into the warehouse.
Well, given that it's a warehouse that's storing a lot of grain, there's likely to be guards.
Yeah.
You could be paid off.
You know where the you know for certain that these guys swapped whatever was in these sacks. Other people, but we don't know where they took it, do we?
Yes. What happened was, what happened was the sailors on the ship were seen taking something, filling a couple of sacks with stuff from behind a bale at one end of the hold. The captain had made sure people were away from that end, loading bales, etc. when they did it. But since you were expecting something, you did notice it. Baka then followed them to the inn, and he kept a close eye on them. Saw two other workers come in and sit down on the bench next to them and have something to eat. Saw the handover. He then followed those two, and they went on into town to Hideshige's grain warehouse and disappeared inside with their sacks.
Right. Okay.
So it's pretty certain they are going to Hideshige's warehouse, but whatever is in those sacks isn't part of the grain shipment officially. So the grain sacks themselves are being brought along the road from the docks here but they're being brought to the crossroads here, and then up to the crossroads here, and then along to here. So that is the same route that they're coming along this road to the crossroads here, and then north, and then east. Actually, the directions on this map aren't perfect but it'll do. So the grain shipments are going to that warehouse. This is something that's going somewhat more surreptitiously, shall we say?
Yes. Yep. Okay, so what are we going to do?
Well, doing it at the inn is not really an option, because when they get there, that inn is open and serving breakfast, and there are people in that courtyard. So it has to be, if you're doing it to the two sailors from the ship, it has to be done there. If you're wanting to do it to the two from the warehouse, then you would have to try and do it here, because once they're past that point, they're out on the open road until they get to the warehouse. So that alleyway there is probably the best place to do it. And if you are going to do it, the question is, are you going to try talking to them and tell them to hand them over or show you what's there, or are you just going to try and take them from them? And that really is up to you. As I say, the drawback with taking on the warehouse is that's sure to be guarded. There's a lot of grain in there, and grain is very easy to get rid of. If it's stolen, it's very difficult to track, because it just gets you can just give it to anybody. So there are going to be guards at the warehouse, and you'd have to break into the warehouse, and you wouldn't know where in the warehouse this stuff was. You know where it was on the ship, but you would have to get onto the ship, get into the hold and find it. And there is a watch kept on the ship. The sailors sleep on board, and there is also a patrol that goes up and down the docks of the daimyo's Ashigaru. So you'd have to time that carefully. I mean, how are you at taking people out quickly, if you have to?
We're quite good, aren't we?
I'm quite good at that.
Depends on roll 20 and its dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
In general, we aren't very good.
Right.
In fairness, we've got the skills. If the dice roll really bad, like they have done at times, there's, well, nothing we can do about that.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we've got the skills to subdue. It's not like we're coming along here reliant on short weapons to try and subdue people. So that's going to be the best way. We surround them there. We give them the option to give it up and leave, or not, and we subdue them otherwise.
Sorry, Tim, what were you saying?
We ambush them in that little alleyway, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and 2 keeping watch. Okay. The question is, who's going to be the assault twos and who are going to be watching?
I'm happy to be part
You're
of
gonna
the
need-
assault.
You're going to need 6 really, because you need 2 down the side alley, 2 at the back, and 2 at the front. Because there's nothing to say that you'll get them. Time it just right.
Yeah,
to pick
well
them
yeah,
up
the
in that
point is the two who are on the outside can be at the bottom. That's fine. But let's get on and get it done.
I would. I had my mic muted earlier on, but I was thinking if where I'm standing at the moment, if Kinzo's standing somewhere around here, watching them come along this path, and I stand like here-ish, watching to see that they don't come out of like that alleyway or come along this path, and then you other 4 block them in the alleyway, and if we hear the ruckus gets worse, we can come running in. But otherwise, the 2 that they've seen before aren't getting spotted as part of the group.
Well, Kinzo says I'm going to be somewhere in that region.
That you down there, Kinzo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like where Baka is, and then the other 4 of you block both ends of the alleyway when you spring your ambush.
Yeah, you stay behind me, Harumi.
Is it worth standing a little bit further back so you're not causing him a hindrance if he has to
Yeah.
get into a fight?
Yeah, aye, yeah, Harumi, stand back a bit. Yes, that's the one. Go back another one, I'm going to move back.
You need to be far enough back that when they enter there, they can't see you.
Yeah, so go back a few more.
Because they need to walk into that gap and not turn around.
They're walking into this one.
No, they're going to walk in. Oh, can't ping it. Oh, it won't let me ping. They're going to walk in from this end, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they take a step there and they see people on the alleyway on the left, they can just step back out again before you necessarily get
So
a
we
chance
need to
to
stay
call
in the
them.
middle of this alley, don't we?
Yeah. One move will get you down there, and it's not like they can, if they come up that alley,
Yeah.
then they find you anyway. So.
Well, if Kyūryū's got his back to the junction and is obviously talking to Harumi,
They would just look like a young couple or something, don't they?
darling, how are you?
Having a wee romantic moment in an alleyway.
You can just have you can have an argument over the price of getting your.
We're having a wee 30-second knee trembler in the alleyway, aren't we, Kate? Aren't we? Harumi, sweetheart.
It'd be much more sensible if you're having an argument with your landlady over the cost of breakfast or something like that.
No, I'm arguing with the price of a night's entertainment from a lady of the night.
Yeah. And you could easily have Harumi.
Let's go.
You could easily have Harumi standing at that bit or peering round that corner, ready for them coming past.
And she would even make a hand signal because she would see them first.
Yeah.
Harumi, do you wish to raise your hand at this point and say, "I don't know what they look like"?
Oh, that's true.
That's true. I don't know what they look like.
I don't know what they look like either.
Most of us don't.
Oh, so I'm the only one that knows what they look like.
Well, Kinzo knows what they
Kinzo
look
does.
like.
Kinzo knows.
Baka knows what they look like because they've been working in the ship. But Kosa was having time off. Kyūryū, I don't think you were working on the ship, were you?
No,
He's
I
keeping
was,
out of sight, wasn't he?
I was out of sight. I was just chilling at one.
Oh
side.
yes, of course he was.
So if anything, Kinzo needs to be where Yanagi is. when
But
you
he's got to
swap
give us
round.
the nod that these are actually the right guys.
Yeah, Kinzo needs to see them first.
In actual fact, can I have a die roll from you, please? Sorry, a luck roll from you, please. Kyūryū.
Ooh. No ones, no sixes.
No, you weren't lucky. The two crewmen that Baka describes as taking the stuff yesterday weren't the two that you remember from your brawl.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Okay. So at the present moment, only Kinzo and Baka know who they are. But with Kinzo positioned there, if he sees them coming up, he could make a hand sign to someone. Yes, Kinzo? If you were positioned there, kind of looking round the corner down the street, you would recognise them coming up, and you could then make a hand sign to somebody over here to say they're coming, and they could then notify everybody else. Yeah?
We could do that, yeah.
Well, since you and Baka are the only two people who know who they are, then and Baka's up to the north there, you're the only person who can actually recognise them.
And
Okie dokie.
are we doing this in the dark?
No, it's
Daytime.
early morning. It's
Oh,
after
morning,
rush.
sorry.
It's
David,
after
you said, yeah.
after rush hour, but before people start going out
Yeah,
shopping.
sorry, my mistake. I forgot it.
So if Kyūryū is kind of standing there, and Kinzo makes a sign, Kyūryū can pass it on to Baka up there, and then retreat down the alley.
Well, Kosa will be up there as well.
Kosa looks like he's standing on the roof, ready to leap down
He does.
from above.
Are these houses up on stilts or are they on the ground?
Oh, they're on the ground.
The ground. Okay. Okay, so I'd like to squat on the roof then, please.
Yes. Yes, Nick. Yes, mate. I love it. I love it already. Whatever you're doing, I love it.
Ninja.
That might be a little bit obvious to people walking
Yeah, if I was
by
going
in
to
the
stick out like a
street.
sore thumb, then I won't.
I mean, people walking along the
I'm on
street
the-
here are likely to see you.
But if you've got, oh, I was going to say a hammer and nails, you could pretend like you're fixing the roof, but they don't actually use nails in this kind of wood
I mean,
construction, do they?
if you were down in the valley like so, you'd be less obvious.
Am I
because
right in thinking that?
Hang on a second. If
Sorry,
you were
yeah, no
on
worries.
this face, Kosa, then you would be visible, in profile as people walk
Yeah.
past.
Yeah,
Whereas if
okay,
you're
that's fine.
in that gutter, kind of that angle there, you're less obvious. I mean, you can always pretend to be working on the
I think I could-
the shingles.
Hang around. I think I'll
This
just
is what I
hang
was
around
saying.
here.
So regarding the construction of these Japanese houses, am I right in thinking that they don't use nails, they use wood dowels, and they just use different cuts of wood to make joints? Like slotting pieces of wood in together.
no,
That's a Japanese
dowels,
thing,
yeah.
isn't it?
The blue ones are actually tiled roofs,
Oh,
so
tiles.
they are
Like
much
clay.
less flammable.
Like clay tiles.
Yes.
Okay.
The brown ones are wood shingles.
Yeah. Now, am I right in thinking that that style of construction was what they used in feudal Japan? They didn't have nails. They just did it by cutting little.
Oh, they
grooves
used
into
as they used as much wood and as little metal as possible because metal was valuable.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's all done with wood dowels and joints that sit into each other. Instead of having nails, it's just the wood sliding into each other in fancy ways. That's a Japanese thing, isn't it?
Yes.
And
Well,
they were using
it's
that
not
at
just
that time.
Japanese. Any place where metal is rare and valuable.
But the
you
Japanese
tend
were
to use.
the Japanese were
Yeah.
masters of that style, though. If what I've seen is correct.
I'm going to stand at that corner of that house, sort of back to the wall, ready to be casual, waiting for someone.
Okay, so you're going to wait for
Okay.
Baka's signal to rush round the corner then.
Until something happens, I'll hear it and I can move fast enough to get to wherever I need to be.
So, let me get this right. The plan is you set yourselves up. Kinzo keeps an eye out. When he sees them coming up, he signals Kyūryū, who passes the signal on to Baka. Kyūryū retreats down to haggle with Harumi. And when they turn the corner and walk up here, what do people do? I mean, does Baka kind of step forward this way and loom threateningly? Does Kosa run round? I mean, I can do this one hex at a time, but if you don't agree what you're all going to do beforehand, you can't discuss it when it's actually happening because you can't.
Oh, it makes sense for Baka to block that exit. You can see them coming up that alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Set
point of
rocket
me
down,
not
you're
being involved in
sensible.
the whole point of me not being involved in the mugging is that they've seen me before. So they've seen me and Kinzo, which is why
They
we're the lookout.
may remember you. That's the thing.
We can't. We're
I mean,
not.
it's not like you socialised with them, but there is a chance.
But we're also not that lucky.
That's a good point, Graham.
Well, that's all right then. If they
my-
recognise you,
I-
just kill them.
Kosa, I think you've got to stand here to be ready to on them.
Okay.
I think Yanagi needs to
Stand
be
in that-
somewhere up here to close the trap.
And in
Looking
that corner of
nonchalant.
that house, basically.
Not a problem.
Are we masking ourselves or not?
Yanagi.
Yeah, I'm moving.
I think we should, Yanagi.
Okay,
As your
cool.
leader, I'll instruct you all to. So as you spring the attack, have like a mask round your neck, you know, like a little cloth mask round your neck, ready to pull up over your nose. Because we don't want to be skulking around in the street wearing masks, because that looks dodgy. But have a hood and a mask ready to pull on as we do this shit. What do you think?
Well, it's easy enough to kind of have a band of cloth that you can just pull up over your nose and your mouth.
I think we all should do that, as well as all having a hood.
Having a hood,
Absolutely.
that is very much not normal. I mean,
Like you say,
it's boiling hot
Be
summer.
wearing-
Wearing a hood is going to stand out
I
like a
think,
sore
yeah,
thumb.
we all have a straw hat, don't we? We can just use a hat and a mask.
That would work.
Yep, let's
Yep.
do that. I think we should all mask up.
Presumably none of us are wearing clothes that particularly stand out as unusual.
No.
Let's not turn up in our.
No.
That's fine.
I mean, if you wish, you could always wear your
Because-
peasant garb from the Hanamishisu rather than your town garb. Try and pretend that you are visitors to the town.
That's a good idea. That I'm going to do that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we wear that less often, so let's all dress in peasant garb and have masks ready to pull up.
Well, your town garb is also peasant garb. It's just town
Better.
clothing rather
Yeah.
than field clothing.
It's got a different cut.
Exactly. Which is why you wear it, so that you don't get discriminated against. Okie doke. Righty-ho. So you get up on the morning of the 25th, as I said. It looks like it's going to be another boiling hot day. Again, mostly overcast. Gentle breeze from the northwest, disturbing the gentle showers that fall. But it's going to be hot, humid, and possibly not a good day for some people. Right, you position yourselves in the roads accordingly. And can I have a luck? Sorry, yes.
Sorry, just quickly. I should be sort of crouched, leaning against the thing, like I'm waiting for somebody.
Yes, that's
Rather
fine.
than standing in the alley, which looks a bit more serious, you know.
Yep, certainly.
Yeah.
That's fine. Everybody's waiting for things to start happening, waiting for trade. And so, Kinzo, can I have a luck roll from you, please? How busy is your road?
Not very by the looks.
No, not particularly busy. So there are three people along the length of the road up to the crossroads. And that is... Where the heck is that coming from? Hang on a second. So we've got 100 feet, so that's effectively 20 hexes. So so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 19, which is there, and directions, odd even, left, right. Oh, they're all going this way. Okay. So that's the traffic on that particular road. Baka, can I have a luck roll from you, please? Okay. So there are only 3 people on your road. Sorry, D3 people on the road, so there are 3 of them. And same again, 2d20. 13 and 11, odd left, even right. So the one at 13 is going right. So that means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So he's going that way, and he's going that way. And there is another one, because you got a bad luck roll, right next to you. Odd left, even right. So he's going to the right. So traffic on that road is unfortunately...
Have you put icons on, Dave?
you should hopefully see
Yeah, I see them.
that there are 3 people on this road, here, 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 and here, going the direction shown. And the 3 people on this road, going in the direction shown. At the time when 2 sailors appear,
Cool.
walking up the road in this direction. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Dee-dum, dee-dum, dee-dum. Layer. Token layer. There we go. So, you can see the 2 sailors coming up here, Kinzo. Right, let me just check and see. So, Kinzo, you see them appear. They move 2 up the street. This guy moves 2 down, that guy moves 2 down, and that guy moves 2 down, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Kinzo, what are you doing?
I'm going to wait to see where they go.
Okay. Are you having a look around at all? Make sure the rest of your team are in position?
No, I'm assuming they are in position, because if they're not, it's all going to go horribly wrong, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
I'm in position.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Would you care to make a wit saving throw, please,
You
Kyūryū?
moved since you were in
Oh.
position.
Hang on. Kyūryū, please make a wit
Oh.
saving throw.
No.
Okay. You stay chatting with Harumi. Harumi, would you make a wit saving throw?
Oh boy.
You got a better chance than me. Oh.
No.
Nope, you stay
Okay.
chatting in position as well. Okay, the following round. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And off the map. And 1, 2. And these guys go to there. And that one goes to there. Fair enough. Anybody else doing anything? Kinzo just leaning on the corner yawning, yes?
Indeed.
Fair
I shall
enough.
glance at Kinzo just
1,
now and
2.
again.
1, 2. 2. 2. 2. And 2.
Right. At this point, I shall make the agreed upon hand signal towards Yanagi and hopefully Kyūryū, who should be watching.
Yep.
Oh dear. Kyūryū's not at his position.
Is that not? So I should be here. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
You failed your wit saving throw. You didn't remember. And
there's nothing I can do about it.
Harumi failed her wit saving throw and hasn't reminded you.
That was player's fault, not character's fault.
Well, that's how it is. And Kinzo, you can see Kyūryū's not there. Are you going to do anything?
No,
Gesture to... No?
no,
Okay.
I'm going to step back so they can't actually see me. Hopefully,
Fair enough.
Yanagi's spotted.
Okay. Yanagi has been keeping an eye out on you and has spotted you.
And stretches with a bit of a nod.
Okie doke. Dumpty
Like
dumpty
he's
dumpty
really
dum.
tired.
1, 2.
A bit like his player. Oh,
Is this 2 other guys?
Right, and then Dave, once I've moved back into the alleyway, I shall squat down as if taking a dump or something like that.
In a town like that, there are agreed places for taking dumps.
Yeah, but
So
he's an
somebody's-
out-of-town peasant. What does he know?
He just can't hold it.
He's a hick.
short, that's all.
Oh,
Okay.
look, I'm pretending to be an out-of-town peasant, so I don't know where these things are. I'm not actually taking it, but it could be taken that that's what I'm doing. But they probably won't. They shouldn't see me because I don't think they can.
Nope, they can't see you. Not from there.
Well, I'm just kind of stretching and looking tired. Trying not
Okay.
fed up.
Comes the corner and turns, and his mate steps behind him and turns. Dumpty dumpty dum.
I'm going to be okay there anyway, because once they move in...
Why did you move back, Baka?
As soon as I spot them, here, leave at Kosa,
Okie doke.
give a little.
Fair enough.
Oh, can I make
Okay.
a wit saving throw for here in the...
Couldn't be seen down the alleyway.
Hang on a second. Can I have a wit saving throw from you, please, Kyūryū?
Yes, thank you.
Because somebody has just whistled.
I think that makes it. Let me double check.
So-
Yes?
No.
Wit saving throw is... No, it's 6. Made it.
Okay. You did hear a whistle.
Oh.
Kosa, you heard a whistle from Baka.
Okay,
I'll move to the
nod
other.
Baka. Tell him that I heard him.
Righty-ho. Do you want another wit saving throw?
Me again.
Yes?
Sure. Let me see. No way I'm getting 2 in a row. Oh, missed by 1.
Fair enough. Right, so next round. Dink, dink, dink. And dink, dink. And they carry on moving down the street. And has anybody else turned up? Coming either way.
What about the guy in the bottom left? Does he leave the map?
Yes. So nobody has come on to the lower road, but somebody has appeared on the upper road. So that goes to there. So as far as the upper road is concerned, it's odd left, even right, and odd left, even right. So it's on the left. So that is on the left, coming up the road. So another guy has just appeared there. Okie doke. Anybody else moving? No.
No.
Right. Could
I'm
I
happy
have
where I am.
a?
Dave,
Sorry?
can I hear
Yep.
the man walking down the street?
Wit saving throw from you. You got +5 because he's not hiding his move. Nope. But you will see him next round. And he's moved up to there. And he's moved up to here. And they.
Okay, as they go to that point, I stand up.
Okie doke.
I pull my mask on.
And sorry, Q. Did you say you're putting your mask on?
Yeah, so I'm gonna. Nah, not yet. Actually, wait until they're past me. I'm gonna wait until they're past me.
I'm masking up, Dave.
I'm
Okie
wait, yeah,
doke.
they're past you.
Okie
You can mask up. I'm gonna wait till they're past me. But I'm gonna be. I'll turn my head to
One,
the side as they come round,
two.
Dave, so they don't get a look at my face as they're passing me. I'm turning back towards Harumi. Just my head.
Dave, I
Fair
am
enough.
waiting. As soon as the first person steps into my line of sight, I'm going to step out and throw them.
Okay, well, it's going to be next round.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not
Fair
sticking my head
enough.
round to look. As soon as I see him, I'm out and throwing him.
Righty-ho. Okay, so declaration of intent for the next round.
Mask on.
They're
and
going to
attack.
carry on walking for the time being. Kosa, you're saying as soon as you one of them enters there, you are going to attempt to throw.
As soon as
correct?
he basically gets him in front of me, I'm going to half a step forward and throw him to the ground.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna. As soon as that guy takes one more step forward, I'm going to creep up behind him.
Right.
In fact, no, I'm going to do it immediately because I can occupy that hex and Yanagi will be able to occupy that one if I do it now. I'm going to do it before he moves.
Okay. So you're not going to be pulling your mask up.
Well, can I not do both in the same round? It's only one hex of movement. I can't pull my mask up with one
Yes,
hand
but
while I step forward.
it's an action, so you won't be able to carry out an attack.
That's what, but I can do it and move though.
Oh yes, you can do it and move.
Right,
Certainly.
yeah, I'll do that then. I'll pull my mask on and
Okay.
move next round.
So currently, Kosa is masked and Yanagi is masked.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, because I pulled the mask up as I stepped
Yes. As you step
round
there.
that corner.
Yeah.
Sort of looking away from the guy that's sort of behind me.
Fair enough.
I figure he's just looking forward anyway, but I'm not.
So
No.
the next round, he steps to there.
Yeah.
He steps to there. And he steps to there. Kosa steps forward and goes wallop. And he steps to there.
Dave, I shall pull my mask up and keep an eye on the guy who's walking away.
And
Okie doke.
I step to there.
And you're putting your mask up. Fair enough. So, Kosa, would you care to make your attack roll?
I'm doing a jujutsu takedown throw.
Okay. This is with surprise.
Yep.
So, so you've got Jujutsu is range 1, correct?
Well, it's 0 effectively, isn't it? 'Cause I've got
Okay, so you're going
and-
straight in. Okay.
and we're
so-
stepping out right next to him and throwing him.
Okie doke.
I'm in his hex effectively.
Fair enough. So you get +1 for that. Well, fair enough. So, can I have a will saving throw from you? Because you've got the walls on either side, and you need to try and ignore those restrictions. No. So you're +1 for surprise, -2 for the walls, so that's a net -1 on your BCS.
Get anything for being in the flank or anything, or?
No, you're directly in front of him.
Okay, so I'm on -1 in my favour, you said?
You're +1
one
for
against.
surprise, -2 for the restrictions, so
one
you're net
against me.
-1. You got
You
one
rolled a
against you.
9.
In that case, I only have 6 effect numbers. I've only got the 60% chance.
Okie doke. So, a roll percentile dice.
It's D10.
Oh, it's a D10. Okay.
Need a 6 or less to throw in.
Okie doke.
think
Oh!
so.
Oh, yes, Nick.
You
He
six.
needs to make
Yep.
his health saving throw.
Very nice.
Okie doke. He rolls a 9. I doubt very much that that's a health saving throw, but let me just check. 9. Health saving throw. No.
In that case, he suffers a stun critical effect.
Fair enough. So he's basically out for this round. So he is on the ground and
On the ground.
stunned. So he's out for this round and next round. Correct?
Yep.
He loses any remaining action phases this round
Yes,
and all his
next round.
actions next round. But he doesn't take any subdual damage, correct?
Correct. I'm throwing him. I'm not damaging him. Just
Okey-doke.
doing a jujutsu throw.
Fair enough. And let me check the guy behind him. Is he surprised? No. Righty-ho.
Was it supposed
Does
to be
he
a D10
notice
roll
the
dice,
guys
I suppose?
behind him? He's focusing ahead. So basically that was primaries, so his only action is on a secondary. He will attempt to thump you on his secondary. I think we'd probably
Sorry,
better...
I can do an immediate grapple, Dave. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Okay, are you going down and taking a grapple on him?
Throwing him, bending down or kneeling down, whatever, to do the grapple immediately. It's all part of the same attack.
Right. So it's a grapple attack on him, yes?
Yes.
So you
So
need
I'll
to
face
roll
one.
another. You need to roll another
Another attack.
D20, correct?
Okay, that's not going to be any good. Oh, but a bit. I'll get some effect numbers because he's prone, isn't he? So
He's prone, so you get +5. He's still surprised, so that's another +1, which is 6. But you failed to ignore the restrictions, so it's a net +4.
okay.
Actually, it's +5 because you are also in an elevated position.
All right. Okay, so I'm sorry, I rolled 17, so I've only got 4 effect numbers on him.
So he's partially grappled, but
Got
you
hold
are
of him,
al-
but I've not
Yeah.
disabled him here.
but you are also prone.
I'm sort
Because
of kneeling
effectively-
down. Yeah.
You're kneeling on him basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your primary. Okay, I suppose I better add people's things on because we are now on to secondaries. So, add turn and add turn, add turn and turn, add turn and add turn, add turn and turn. Add turn and add turn. Harumi, you've just got one action, correct?
Correct.
So Baka, what's your primary and secondary? Baka?
Graham? You're muted.
9 and 4.
Haven't got me on there, Dave.
Sorry? Oh, sorry, I
Got me
did.
on there.
I thought I had. My apologies. Righty-ho. Kosa is now on there. So Kyūryū, primary and secondary?
Yep, 1 sec.
What are they?
They are 10
Oh.
and 5, I think.
10 and 5. Yanagi?
7 and 3.
And 3. And Harumi?
What is it again?
It's in about cell D18.
It's 2.
2, yeah. Definition's only 5.
2.
Yeah.
2. Right. And let me put them on.
And
Oddly enough, they're on 10 and 5 as well. And 5. So let's just quickly sort that. And so we've gone through the primaries, so we're on to the secondaries. So Kosa, do you wish to take a secondary or not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
You are still a net +5 for this round because he's still surprised.
So I've got a few more effect numbers. I have got 8, 9. And so I've got 7 effect numbers plus whatever you're giving me. Is that another +5?
Well,
You said it was +5, wasn't it?
You got 7 + 5 is 12, less his armor.
Yep. This is armor.
So you got 4 before, so that's 16 less 2 lots of armor. Well, he's only wearing summer clothes, and he was surprised, so he wasn't able to defend actively. So he is somewhat. In actual fact, you have him totally grappled.
I thought so, yeah. Okay. Got him in a lock or whatever. Yep.
Oh, you got him in a lock, certainly.
He's laying down, I'm kneeling down, and I've got him in a half Nelson or whatever.
Oh yeah. He is definitely down. So he can't take an action. The guy behind him is going to attempt to slap you and fail. Kyūryū and Yanagi, you can get a secondary on this guy in the back if you want.
I will certainly attempt.
Sorry, Kyūryū, you're still round the corner at the moment. So you can't
Are you
get
able to hear me now?
I can hear you
Yeah.
now, yes.
Sorry, I did have something I want to do in my primary, but if you want to... that's fine.
I don't think you were able to get your primary in because the attack didn't start until Kosa stepped in and surprised that guy. So basically, you're still getting him in the back, and he isn't surprised. So you're +10 from behind on your secondary. What are you doing?
Who, me?
Yanagi.
I'm not sure whether Kyūryū is going to step forward. He's normally quicker than I am, so I'm.
He can't on a secondary.
Yes, but I'm not necessarily thinking in, oh, this is a primary, this is a secondary, so much as
Yep.
we've stepped in the corner, the guys have moved down the alley.
Yep. Well, you've
Fine.
moved as much as you can, and he's moved as much as he can on his primary, and he stopped there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he may move next round, but you can at least kind of reach out and punch him, that guy in the back, if you want.
I shall give it a go.
If you punch from there at suboptimal range, it then lets me get in on my primary.
Yeah, well, there's no point in me doing and moving or anything else.
I think you only lose
so,
-1 for being at that range.
Yeah. And I'm already halved as it's a secondary, so.
It's not going to help, is it?
What are we on?
Oh, you are behind
Well,
them.
Oh,
You're halved, but you're +9 from behind, less his armor, so you're effectively +8.
So you rolled a 2.
I'm halving down to 9 plus 8.
17.
17 plus 2 for my level.
19. Yes,
I'm
you hit
making
him.
9. Yeah,
Yeah, you
okay.
hit him.
Okay. What were you doing to him,
I'm
Yuara?
just striking in with the UR, yeah. So it's
Fair
a
enough.
D6 plus 2.
Is it D6 plus 2?
Yeah. I don't have any strength bonus. I've just got a D6 for my
D6
strength.
plus 4. It's +4, Dave, because you get your level on it.
Oh, that's true. I get my level. Yeah.
That's why I
Oh,
said,
level.
is it just +2?
There you go.
7.
Decent.
7. Thwop.
Okie doke. Fair enough. Okie doke. And he attempted to slap Kosa, but missed. Righty ho. And hang on a second. Where was I? Baka, were you moving forward or not? Or are you just lurking in the street? Ah, right, fine, you're going there. And Harumi, what are you doing? You go after everyone else. Okay.
There. Pull my mask up.
Okie doke. So you are now masked. Okay. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Right. Actions. Okay. So, Kyūryū, what are you planning on doing? Okay. Yanagi, are you just going to stand there and let him step in?
I had my
Yes, I will do.
Sorry, Dave,
Yeah.
I
I
had
mean,
Okay.
my main thing was to block this
I had-
way out at the moment.
I had my microphone muted for viewers then because I was coughing before. So for the viewers, because they missed it, I'm stepping forward and going to hit that guy in the back.
Okie doke.
And go back on mute now.
Kinzo, are you taking other actions? Or are you just going to wait?
I'm actually going to lower my mask and step up behind the guy who's walking away. Hopefully encourage him to go.
Okie doke. Baka, what are you planning on doing?
Can you hear me all right, guys?
We can now. What are you planning on doing?
Okay.
There's a
Yeah,
guy
so
walking towards you there.
Yeah, I've been trying to. Sorry, I have been trying to say that I'm literally stepping to get in front of this guy and basically telling them to.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up very badly. You're going to step in front of that guy and try and engage him in conversation to keep him away. Is that right? We will assume that you're going to be doing something like that anyway. Yep.
He has wrote in Discord, he says he wants to tell the peasant to turn around and head the other way.
Oh, right.
He's wrote in Discord.
He's going into kind of threatening mode.
Nothing to
Fair
see
enough. Okay. Righty-ho. So going down, all the 10s happen simultaneously. Kyūryū, you step forward 1. This guy steps forward 1 and is going for Kosa and dropping his bag there. So he looks like Kosa is kneeling. This guy looks like he's going for him.
Okay, I'm definitely going to try to attack him.
So are you then stepping forward another 1 and going for him?
Yep.
Fair enough. So he will get to attack Kosa first because although it's simultaneous, he is 1 step ahead of you.
Okay, sorry, I already rolled.
It's all right. We'll ignore that roll.
I thought you might.
We'll let you keep it, but he gets to attack Kosa first. Kosa is at a slight disadvantage because he is currently fully grappled on this guy. So this guy's in an elevated position +1. And he's not charged or anything like that. Kosa is kneeling, so he's +3. You're not passive, but I'm going to have to give him +2 for the fact that you are unable to fully well, I won't give him +2. I'll just say you can't add your level in defense because you are unable to dodge. Okay?
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
So he's a net +3 on you. So he rolls an 11. And his skill is that. So that's your armor is you're just in summer clothing, yes?
Yeah, summer clothing, yeah.
Okay. So he has grappled you with 5 effect numbers to try and kind of break your grapple on his mate. So he's got you in a sumo grapple. All right.
Yeah, okay. He's got hold of my arm or whatever, yeah.
Okie doke.
All right.
And then Kyūryū comes up behind, and I think critical's the guy.
Is a 2 a critical or a primary for me these days?
Well, let's work it out, shall we?
I'm from behind, yeah, I've rolled like a -8.
So if your net BCS is 15 to 24, then you've got a critical on him.
Yeah, it is. Was
Okay.
it net BCS?
If your net BCS is 15 to 24, well, since you're plus 10 from behind.
Yeah, it's 21.
Yeah.
Before anything. Before any bonuses.
So in that case, your critical success is a... Sorry, what were you doing to him?
Just gonna smack him around the head with a Yuara. That's subdual damage, isn't it?
That's subdual damage.
Yeah, smack him in the head. So I believe it's
Okey-dokes.
D6 plus 5 for me, isn't it?
Well, what does it say in your character sheet?
2 seconds. Right, where do I look for the damage on a Yuara?
Strengthen your level. It's on your strength.
So my strength is 16.
Yep.
So yeah.
My level
L,
is
So you're
20.
unarmed
L90.
L21 says you're unarmed
20.
combat damage.
Yeah, and your damage bonus is L20.
1d6.
So you're 1d6, plus 2 for the Yuara, plus
2 for
2
my
for your
level.
level.
Yeah, it's
So
1d6
1d6
plus 4.
plus 4. But roll a d10.
Okay.
Well, it's your critical hit.
Oh, yeah.
A 6 is special effect. Roll a d20.
9.
A 9 is a stun critical effect.
Okay.
So
Stunned him.
And I
you've
roll the
stunned
damage
him.
now.
Roll your damage.
8 damage.
Okay. And he's still conscious, but he is stunned. Righty ho. So what were you doing, Kosa?
I'm
On
going
your
to check this guy out.
okie doke.
It's a straight jujutsu, raw jujutsu score.
Fair enough.
No,
Good
no
luck,
bonuses, no level, no nothing. So, over that. Oh, I failed. That allows him to break free. I failed.
Well, he's stunned.
Yeah, but he's not grappled anymore. Oh wait.
Okay.
He's still stunned, yeah.
Fair enough. So he's no longer grappled, but he's still
Yep.
stunned.
He's still stunned, and I got this. Well, presumably the guy who's got hold of my arm is because he's now stunned. He's let go.
Okay. So the guy on the ground. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna have to. I'll move this off to one side so we can see. So the guy on the ground is stunned, but he's no longer grappled. So therefore, I should just remove the 14 effect numbers you had on him.
14.
The guy who's holding on to you is still holding on to you, but he's stunned. So you are still partially grappled.
Okay.
For 5.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So that was Kyūryū.
Can I just check? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now,
Yeah.
and that's not crackling, which
Yeah,
is
that's
great.
loud and clear like that.
Excellent.
Okay.
I moved to my phone.
Okay,
Yeah, it's much
Kinzo is removing his mask, or just slipping it down to look like a dust neckerchief or something, and moving up behind this guy, who was making a wit saving throw, and completely missing the fact that anything's going on, carries on walking down the alley, the road. So Kinzo doesn't actually follow. This guy moves to there. Baka moves to there, and does what?
Just says, not this way, mate. Other way.
Okay. Your road, sunshine. He says, stepping to one side to let you through. He's not.
No,
gonna get
you
in a
go the
fight
other
with
way.
you. What?
You go the other way.
But I've got to go to the net makers. It's up there.
Trust me, it's quicker if you go the long way round.
Okay. Can I have a will saving throw from you?
Okay.
Modified by your damage bonus. So effectively you are looming on unless you have a
It's a key feature to use intimidate.
yes, but
I'm not
effectively you're not using your key feature. What you're trying to do is convince him. So I'm saying your will saving throw, but add your damage bonus as a booster to that, because you are kind of looming. Okay.
So is that +3?
So your will saving throw is 5, +3 is 8. So you need to roll 8 or less to intimidate. Oh God, yes. So he turns round and will go in that direction the next round.
Job's a good one.
Does he actually hear the scuffle in the... no, he doesn't hear what's going on. He just thinks it would be a good idea if he took a longer way to go to the net makers.
What gave him that impression?
Fair enough. Okay.
Nice one.
Yanagi, what are you doing?
I'm just standing, blocking here. That was the plan.
Yep, fine.
I shall glance over my shoulder just to see if I can see where Kinzo is, whether he's still in his alley.
You can make out the back end of Kinzo just here.
Okay.
You're not sure why he's there, but he's obviously there for a very good reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kyūryū, on your secondary, what are you doing?
The guy's still standing that hit, isn't he?
Yes, he's got little birds going in a whirling
Let's see if I
circle
can-
around his head.
Let's see if I can do anything about the whole standing up thing. Not with a 16 on a secondary. I'm still behind him though.
Agreed.
So it's a 6 on a secondary. Well, that's gonna hit him.
Yep.
Get another 8 damage, mate.
He's still there.
Ooh.
Ah, sorry, no, my apologies. No, he's now unconscious,
Job done on one of them.
having just checked. So, he collapses onto Kosa, who is kneeling on the guy on the ground. Kosa, can I have a luck roll from you? If you are lucky, he doesn't collapse onto you because you kind of nudge him off to one side.
Oh.
No, he's leaning over you. He's kind of basically fallen
Pulled
on
into
top of you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
falls
mate.
into me. Fair enough.
Okay. So he's unconscious, which we will say effectively takes the stun off and leaves him like so. What are you doing on your secondary, Kosa?
Well, I think I'm going to forget what I was going to do. I'm going to defend this guy up who's falling on me.
Okay, I will allow you to kind of effectively fend him off. So he's
hitting me in the head or
landed.
anything.
Yes, he's landed over sideways.
Can you not like
and
jiu-jitsu throw him off you? Make a jiu-jitsu
and
check.
he's
I'm
laying
nearly on the
half on.
floor. It's,
He's laying
Yeah.
half
Dude,
on
just-
and half. He's laying half on
Yeah.
and half off the guy who's on the floor. So basically,
yeah.
you're kneeling on his shoulders, and he's fallen over his legs and his rear end. Okay.
Yeah.
And neither of the two guys on the ground are doing anything. Baka, do you want to slap this guy to hurry him on his way, or just to kind of let him go?
Oh, I don't want guards to get involved, so
Pinches arse. Go on, it'd be funny. No, don't. That's Oliver.
Yanagi's standing
Alright.
still.
That's Oliver,
Harumi's
that's
I'll just
standing
I'll
sit
Kyūryū.
there and say it'll be quicker if you run.
Okay, next round. What are people doing? Declarations of intent for the round.
So I'm going to attempt to pull people
Kinzo
off of
is going
Kosa.
to stay where he is and watch the guy walk off.
Okay.
Where did the captain go?
You think it went over here somewhere?
I intend to turn round, put my mask up, and start walking back towards the alleyway.
Fair enough. Harumi?
I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay. Kyūryū?
I'm going to try and pull these guys off. Well, the one that's on top of Kosa, I'm going to try and pull him off.
No,
of
no,
Kosa.
he's not on top of Kosa. On his secondary, Kosa effectively fended the guy off, so he's now lying half on the stunned guy on the ground.
Which I'm going. Well, the stunned guy on the ground, I'm just going to knock him out. Then, am I not? It's got
Well, you can't. There's a body laying on top of the half that you've got. The front half is under Kosa. The rear half is underneath the body that you just knocked out. It's a narrow alley, don't
Yeah.
forget.
So do you think I should just step back and give Kosa room then?
Or you could haul the body back.
Can
to
I
kind
pull
of
the
clear
body
the
back?
rear end of the body.
Yeah. Can I pull his body
Okay.
back then? I'll try
Okay,
and pull
so
it back to here.
your actions for the round are to pull the body back.
Yes, please.
Fair enough. And Kosa, you're going to thump 7 bells out of the guy on the ground. Is that right?
I'm going to restrain him.
You're going to grapple him again. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You'll hold him down while Kyūryū kills him.
No,
Righto.
I'm not planning on killing anyone here.
Okay, so on primaries, this guy is running down the road. That guy's walking down the road, and we'll just have a roll to see whether anybody else turns up on the top road. No, on the bottom road. No. Remarkably light traffic for this time of the day, isn't it? So, Kosa, you kind of you are stepping back one and pulling this body off.
I'm Kyūryū, not Kosa.
Sorry, Kyūryū, you're stepping back one and pulling this body off. That's
Yes,
fine.
That's the plan. Can I attempt to pull it to that one to get it out my way? Like move it past me.
You can pull it back further because Yanagi said he was pulling his mask down and walking away. So
Yes, I'm gonna try and pull it further back.
So basically, 2 to turn round Yanagi, and then move yourself the rest of your BMA.
Yeah, I didn't say I was pulling my mask down and walking away.
You just said you were pulling. I thought you said you were pulling your mask down. Oh.
I'm pulling my mask up.
That was Baka commenting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
What I was doing.
My apologies. So your mask is still on.
What I'm
What were you-
actually planning on doing was coming out and heading that direction.
With your mask still up?
Well, I turned initially. There's nobody there. I take my mask off.
Fair enough. In that case, you take your mask off. Fair enough. Harumi, you're staying where you are. Kosa, you are attempting to grapple this guy again.
Is he still stunned?
Oh yes, he's still stunned.
All right, I want to get a good grip.
Well,
Maybe
let's
not.
see.
Maybe not.
You.
Maybe not.
Bucky.
What did you do? Roll a 20?
19.
I'm 19.
Okay, well, let's see. You are in an elevated position, which is +1.
He's stunned.
Although you are kneeling, so that is -2. So that's a net -1. He is prone, which is +5, so
Net
that's a
-4.
net +4.
Net +4, sorry.
And he's passive, so that's +5, so that's a net +9.
And he's stunned.
Yes, I've got.
Is that not more?
No, that's he's passive because he's stunned.
Right, okay, yeah, got you.
So I've got 5 effect numbers on him.
Okie doke. So he is partially grappled. Again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Kyūryū. Kinzo, what are you doing? Standing there?
I'm actually going towards the corner of the house, which I'll show you what I mean.
In that case, well, move your figure. Your BMA. Okay. Kosa's got... Baka. Are you pulling your mask up?
Yeah. And then 1, 5, 10. Get to there.
Okey-doke.
Oh. Big boy Baka.
Baka's turned up. You see
Clobbering time.
a sack lying on the ground there.
Nice. Can I reach? Or is that no? I've lifted my mask and stuff. That's all right.
Well, you move there, you assess the situation, you see the situation there. There is a dead body lying on the ground there with Kyūryū covered in blood.
He's not dead.
Well, he's bleeding.
I am assuming he is.
Out. He is knocked out. I am not covered in blood. It was also dual damage. What are you talking about, David? You're painting me out like some kind of monster here.
You have blood on you because your last blow went over his subdual and started doing lethal. You have blood on your hands, all right? He may not be dead, but as far as Baka is concerned, he can see blood and the guy's lying there.
Well, he's
Baka,
been
draw
Kyūryū'd.
whatever conclusions you wish.
Yes, he's been Kyūryū'd, Baka. Baka, sorry, he's been Kyūryū'd. He's had the Kyūryū treatment.
Okay, Yanagi, you've moved. Okay, secondaries. Kyūryū.
Is pulling a body to.
Oh, sorry. Yes, your primary action
Yep.
was to pull that body to there. So basically, you've used your move up and to
Bend him
get
up.
the body to
Yeah,
there.
we're both. all
Kinzo,
actions
do
on that.
you wish to attempt to grapple this guy further, given that you've got +9?
That's Kosa.
Sorry, Kosa. Do you
Well,
want to try
that would be Kosa. Kinzo's just leaning.
my apologies. Kinzo is leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street. In
Yes,
case
that's right.
a
I had a
certain
quick look there.
Harumi goes by.
Yes. Yeah, I'm
I'm
going to
watching
grapple him.
Yanagi slope off. You see, going, oh, it
Yeah.
must be going all right.
Yeah, I'm going to grapple
Kinzo's
him.
just scratching
again.
his balls.
It's not,
Oh.
It's a good job Baka's
Probably
just
not a,
turned up.
Oh.
Okie
probably
doke.
not
Would you
a
care
failure.
to roll a
well, I'm not
d20?
telling you.
Actually,
Probably
it may not be a
So
fumble.
it's not. I'm on over 20, so it's. Oh, it's a secondary.
Secondary though.
Secondary.
Ah,
So,
secondary
what's
then.
your net BCS? You're on a net plus. Allowing for his armor, you're on a net +8.
9 plus 8 is 17 then.
So basically, if you're 20 or more, it's just a normal failure.
No, I'm just
But
17.
with a 19 or less, it's still a critical failure. So roll a d20.
Unlucky mate.
20.
A
Nine.
9. Well, in attempting to do that, you've given yourself a stun special effect.
Smack my head on the wall or something stupid. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okie doke. So poor old Kosa is stunned. You've still got a grip on him, but you are stunned. Wonderful. The gods of the dice are taking their Riwengi.
I love the dice god.
Okay, and this guy comes out of his stun.
Oh,
on his-
I know it's rubbing salt in the wound, Kosa, but I think you actually had a -1 from me as well because I wasn't in your range before, but I am now.
True, and you're also -2 for the restrictions, but never mind. We won't worry about that. So Baka's secondary. Well, you can't do anything from there. Yanagi's done his. Harumi is. Harumi's just been presented with a.
She's got a mask on. And she's been gifted an unconscious man.
You've been gifted an unconscious body, which is bleeding. Well, you're not sure. Do you wish to do a physician roll to see if it's unconscious or dead? I mean, best assume it's dead, knowing Kyūryū.
I don't know what
Next
one's trying.
round.
I don't even mean to kill these people, you know.
Okay. Declarations of intent. Baka, you can tell Kosa has just knocked himself against the wall and is kind of going, "Ooh, lovely colours." What is your intention, Baka? This
I'm
round?
going to look at the sack. I'm going to look at the guy. I'm going to look at the sack. I'm going to look at the guy, and then I'm going to jump on the guy.
Okay, so you're going to leap over Kosa because Kosa is basically kneeling on his shoulders. So you're
Oh,
going
they're
to
not
have
in the
to
same.
jump.
They're not in the
You're-
same square.
They are in the Kosa is on the front half of him.
Yes.
The rear half is stretched out away from Kosa.
I'm
So
over him because I'm trying to get this to throttle him.
Yes. So basically, Kosa is kneeling on the front half of him, trying to put trying to throttle him, but has banged his head against the wall and is stunned. You can jump over Kosa and land on his rear end.
Who? Kosa's? Probably.
No. The other guys.
Oh no, I know what I'm going to be trying to do, but I know where I'll probably end up. No, in that case, yeah, I'm just going to make a grab for the
sack.
The sack.
Okay. Kyūryū, what is your intent?
Kyūryū. Sorry, Oliver was in the other room getting his nighttime medication. Kyūryū is going to step over to here, because he doesn't have to step over Kosa, he's on the other side of the guy, and he's going to knock him out.
Okay.
I'm going to knock this man out.
Okie doke. Kinzo, you're going
shit.
to carry on leaning on the corner, are
We're
you?
just declaring, we're not doing
Hang
it, are
on,
we?
we're declaring
Sorry, my
intent.
bad.
I am indeed going to lean on the lamppost at the corner of the street and whistle. Assuming I can whistle.
Ah, you're going to whistle a warning to them as danger approaching. Yanagi? What are you doing? Carrying on round the corner, or what are you doing, Yanagi?
I'm trying to turn my microphone on. That's what I'm trying to do because it's muted itself again. I don't know. I'm going to come around the corner between the two, back to where I'm expecting Baka to be keeping a watch, because I'm half expecting us to have people coming from the inn potentially looking for their.
Very wise. Very wise. Harumi, what are you doing? Harumi? You've got a body lying on the ground in front of you, and Kyūryū appears to be getting set to charge forward.
Like a cat, I'll give you a gift. This is how Kyūryū's courting you. By gifting
He's
you
obviously expecting you to do the coup de grace or something.
Yeah, okay.
This is Kyūryū's idea.
The sack's not with them.
What sacks? You can't see any sacks, no.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
what are you doing?
for the body.
Oh, you're going to pilfer the body. Oh.
Oh, you little rogue, I love it.
Turning out the pockets. Fair enough.
Why not?
Okie doke.
Might as
So,
well, eh?
going through in order. Well, the 10s are all on the same. This guy is going to attempt to break your grapple, which should be a lot easier now that you're stunned and passive.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So, he will attempt to break your grapple. And 14, his chance is a base of that. And his bonus... does he make his will saving throw, which is... he does! He ignores the -2. So, breaking the grapple, he doesn't have to worry about your armor, correct? He just has to make his effect numbers. So he rolled a 14, which is a net of that. -1. And his bonuses are... Unfortunately, he is prone, which is -5. You are in an elevated position, which is another -1, so that's -6, but you're kneeling, so that's -4, and you're passive, which is +1. He almost exactly makes his skill roll. He's not that good. So that's him. You are kind of tweet. Kyūryū, you
I am going to go finish
step
this guy.
forward.
Yeah.
You're close to engage, and right. So you are going to thump. You're basically now going to have to kick him or kneel down.
I'll kick him. It's fine.
Okay. In that case, you do an Atemiwaza kick.
Yep. 14 hits on a primary when I'm behind him, no doubt.
Okay, roll your damage. D6 + 2.
7.
Okay, he takes 7 points of damage. Right. And we also have Kinzo tweeting. Kinzo whistling. Kosa tweeting.
Seen 20 birds.
Baka picking up the sacks. So Baka has a pair of sacks. I will give you a blue marker to say that you are carrying a pair of a sack rather. Yanagi walks around the building. Move your BMA, please.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And that's it for primaries. And that guy goes there, and that guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and disappears off the edge of the map. And then I believe we're on to secondaries. So, Kyūryū. Are you trying to strike him again?
Certainly am.
Fair enough.
I'll have that Budo, thanks. I'm pretty sure that's hitting him on a secondary, isn't it?
Let's see.
From behind.
No, it's he's basically prone. So you are in an elevated position, which is +1. He's prone, which is -5. -5. Sorry, +5, which is 6. He's not passive, so he is. So you're net +4
Yeah, definitely hit.
on a secondary.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
My
Roll your damage.
my
Roll your
BCS
damage.
is 21.
You've got to remember, Dave, that 3 of them are masters of Atemi War.
I am a master
Of
of Atemi
course,
War.
yes.
Got 21.
So that's
6
6
damage.
points of damage. He's still there. And Kinzo whistles, Kosa tweets, and he will attempt to break your grapple.
Hasn't
but
he
give
already
me-
done?
No, he just made his roll. He
Okay,
didn't
fine. Okay.
get any effect numbers. Actually, hang on a second. You're stunned, so therefore, if he just made it, he would in fact break it because you can't reinforce your hold. So he's just broken the grapple. Okay. Right, but he's taken that damage. What does he do in his secondary? He will kick at you, Kyūryū. He doesn't have much of a chance, so that's a complete miss. Okay, Baka, Yanagi, Harumi. What are you doing on your you're searching pockets?
Yes.
Can I have a deafness roll from you, please? Try rolling under your deafness. So
No, nowhere near.
13. Okay, fine.
She
So
grabs his dick.
you're pouring through his pockets, but not getting particularly lucky at the moment.
Okay. Do
Yep.
I not get a second? As I didn't move this round, do I not get a secondary? Can I not have a see my slap
on Kosa?
on the one in front of Kosa?
Well, how
No?
are you going to get to it? Kosa is kind of kneeling on him.
Oh my god! I should have picked up Kosa.
Just move him out the way. Just pick him up and move him. Yoink.
If you kick Kosa, you'll probably kind of push him off the body towards Kyūryū, and Kyūryū can then help him. How about
I don't
that?
think you can kick. I don't think you can kick with Sumai. I'm not brawling, so no. Okay, that's cool. Sorry, just checking.
Okay, intentions for the next round then. You've got your sack back. What are you going to do now?
Well, I want to jump on this guy, but I can't get to him because Kosa's in the way. So I can't aid Kosa's defense in any way. Kosa's body is kind of on him.
He's kneeling on
I'm
him.
not-
Yes.
I'm out of stun now.
Oh, you're out of stun now. Okay. Okay, yeah.
No, stuns lasts for 2 rounds. Daze lasts for 1 round, doesn't it?
I missed the whole last round.
Ah, true. My apologies. It was your.
Yeah, so it should be
You
out of
stunned
stun now.
yourself on your second, so you are out of your
Yeah.
stun.
Okay, that's just
I'm not-
saved you from me putting my weight on you to pin him.
Okay, so what are you going to do then, Baka?
Wait till I get an opportunity to hit. I wait for an opening if I can get through. If not,
Okay.
Stand
Kosa,
here
what are you
looking-
going to do?
I've had enough of this guy. I'm going to hit him.
Kyūryū, what are you going to do? Let me guess, you're going to hit him as
Finish
well.
him off, aye.
Harumi, you're searching pockets. Kinzo.
Yeah, still searching pockets.
Okay. And Yanagi's carrying on round to look for Baka. Correct?
Yes, and see whether we're going to have any uninvited guests.
Okie doke.
I'm actually going to look round, see how they're doing, and going, God, it's taking a long time, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Incompetence or what?
Okie doke. So actions this round. The guy on the ground is going to attempt to use his sumai to get out from under you and stand up. And fail miserably. So, Kyūryū.
nice.
Ouch. Another 6.
D6 plus 2. So that's another 6. And Kinzo's having a look around and kind of tutting at the amateurish behaviour up north. Kosa. Thump.
Okay. 1d6. 6.
Another 6.
That should finish him off.
Both of your hands are covered in blood as he collapses to the ground. You gonna check he's still breathing?
Yeah.
Baka, you hear satisfying meaty thumps coming from the 2 in front of you. Yanagi, you carry on moving.
I shall head out to there and have a look left and right, but also cross to the entrance, or that, the alleyway opposite.
Okie doke.
See if I can see anything of interest.
Fair enough.
Baka's butt.
Right.
We'll move to the alleyway opposite then.
Well, that's where I get to anyway.
And you can see somebody over there.
Okay.
Who, in your estimation, might have possibly questionable. If he moves, you might have to put yourself in his line of sight to keep him from seeing anything. Okay, secondaries. Are you going to finish him off, Kyūryū?
That's the plan. Maybe not. Don't know if that still hits. I've got a few advantages
well,
here, don't
let's
I?
check and see.
BCS 21.
Okay, so you halve your BCS, which is 11.
11.
Sorry, is what is your raw BCS?
19 plus 2.
So it's 19, so that's 10 plus 2 is 12. Did you make your will saving throw?
No.
I'm going to try and stop him hitting him. With his...
Okay, can I have a deafness saving throw from you, please, Kyūryū. Kosa rather.
I
Or
think that
sorry,
was it.
or you can try using your jujutsu to
Oh, you
try
can jujutsu,
and
it's
stop him.
far better.
You in that case, go for your jujutsu.
Why is he trying to stop me hitting him?
Because I don't want you to kill him.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to knock him out.
He's already bleeding. You're going to kill him if you hit him again.
All right. Well,
Okay, how many effect numbers do you get on?
I'll pull my punch then, if that's the case.
Oh, it's
So
all right. No,
basically,
you got effect numbers because Kyūryū is surprised.
Yeah. If I see Kosa trying to stop me, I'll pull my punch.
Yeah, basically, I'm
Okay.
putting my hand up saying, no.
Okay. All right. Right. What are you doing the next round then? Oh, sorry. No. At the end of that round, 3d6. Oh dear. 2 people turn up on the top alleyway and 1 on the southern alleyway. Top alleyway and bottom alleyway. So on the top alleyway, there's 1 coming in from each end. And up this end we have and those ones had disappeared because they'd gone around the corner some time back. And down here, we've got somebody coming in from the direction of the dock. Could the party make a luck roll, please? You don't want any bad luck.
I'm gonna let somebody else get it.
I got it.
Go on, Brian.
Oh dear.
Way of doing. Oh no.
You got some bad luck. Basically, you've got 2 people coming from the docks with a bale of rice between them.
Oh.
Okie doke. So let's just. Token there and token there, and we'll give him a bale of rice. So let's just draw a nice bale of rice, shall we say? Just there. Oops, Control Z. I just want to draw a rectangle. Okie doke. So 2 guys turn up there. And that guy has moved on to there. I forgot he moved last round, so he's actually moved off to there because he can see them coming. Righty-ho, so what are people doing this round? We'll go off initiative because both those guys are now unconscious. Okay? So, going through in order then, Yanagi, what are you going to do?
So there doesn't seem to be much sound going on, or is there still sound of a fight?
No, there was no sound. At the very end of the round, you heard Kosa saying something like, "Stop, you idiot, he's unconscious." Or words to that effect.
Okay, in which case I shall nonchalantly wander that way.
Fair enough.
Not
Kosa,
really
what
bad.
are you doing?
I'm not in position, but I'm going to look if this guy is alive or dead or about to expire.
Okay. Baka, what are you doing?
I'm putting my mask down, turning around, seeing Yanagi's heading up in that direction. I'm gonna head off in that direction too.
Okay. So you're checking to see if he's alive. Kyūryū, what are you doing?
So this guy's... He's not unconscious though, but he's just bleeding.
He looks unconscious. He stopped moving.
I know, if he's unconscious, I'm going to step off him, step back, and... has he got a sack, or was there just one sack?
Well, the sack is probably at his front end under Kosa, or on the ground next to Kosa.
I'll step back and give
You
Kosa
can make
room.
out a sack there.
Yeah, I'm going to step back just to make Kosa, get Kosa some room to stand up, sort himself out.
Okie doke. Harumi's carrying on, going through pockets. Kinzo. What's Kinzo doing?
I'm going to walk up to where Kyūryū is, and I say, "It's time we left."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in order then, Yanagi, move yourself off.
Yeah, I've moved. I'm only walking slowly, so.
Okay, fine. Kosa, he is still alive. He's unconscious. There is a sack on the ground next to you. Kyūryū moves back one. Harumi, roll under twice your deftness.
Twice. Oh.
Yes, whatever your deftness saving throw is, double it. And roll under that.
No.
Obviously, he's got his money pouch in an awkward spot. Kinzo's moved forward and is telling you it's time to go. And these guys move forward.
Where are the guys by there?
1,
'Cause
2. This guy's moving to there. That lass is moving forward to, and this guy's moving to there. Okie doke. Next round, what are people doing? Kosa?
You said there's a sack there. I'm going to grab the sack and stand up.
Okay. Fair enough. Kyūryū, what are you doing?
Swift exit.
Baka, what are you? Sorry, Baka, what are you doing?
Putting my mask down and proceeding after Yanagi.
Oh, sorry, you said you were doing that last round. My apologies. So I should have done that last round. So, what's your BMA?
5.
So you got to there.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No,
If you're
no,
going
no.
small, if you're going slower, then yeah. Okay.
No. I'm trying to
Fair
catch up with Yanagi if possible.
So you will
Without
catch
running.
up with you will try and catch up with Niaga this round. Fair enough. Okay. So Kosa, you're standing up with the sack. Kyūryū, what are you doing?
Swift exit. I'm going to go out this way, behind where Kinzo is.
Okie doke. Kinzo, where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm going to step over the fallen body, pull Harumi up to her feet, take the mask down, and push her down the alleyway in front of me.
Fair
Actually,
enough.
if
Saying, "Stop looking for that and go."
Yeah, so if they're going that way, I'm not going to go that way, Dave. I'm going to go this way.
Fair enough.
And pull my mask down.
Okay. So move yourself, please, Yanagi and Baka.
Can I whistle to Yanagi at this right-hand turn?
You can kind of whistle to him, and when he looks round, kind of point in this direction. Yes.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay. Yanagi, have you moved yourself, Yanagi? Yes, because you were moving more slowly. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Kosa stands up and grabs the bag. Fair enough. So Kosa stood up and grabbed the bag. Harumi has no longer got her mask up, and she's being shoved ahead of Kinzo.
Don't have to be so
Kyūryū.
rough, dear.
So Kyūryū is pulling mask down or not? Can't remember if you said you were pulling your mask down.
I am pulling my mask down, yes.
Okay, so you're following them. Righty ho. And these guys move forward to there. And that guy moves forward to there and goes off the map. And this lady moves forward. And that gentleman moves forward. Right, so next round. Baka and Yanagi are heading down here, yes?
Well, Yanagi would move before me, so if Yanagi starts heading down this way, then yes. If Yanagi changes his mind, then no.
No.
Okay.
Yanagi's going to walk forwards slowly at the same pace he's been doing.
Okay. There's somebody coming towards you. You may have to change lanes, or they're going to have to change lanes.
Yeah, well,
but,
I'll step to one side as they come past. It's fine.
fair enough. Kosa, you saw the rest of your group heading down this alley. Are you going to go down that alley, or are you going a different route?
I'm going to follow where Kyūryū's just gone, down that. Between those two
Okey-doke.
houses.
And presumably dropping your mask.
No, not yet, no.
Okay.
You can...
Fair enough. And the trio here are moving at Harumi's speed down that alley.
Can I catch up with Yanagi and just say to it quietly, not this way. I think we need to go the other way, and then point at the next little quiet alleyway down here.
Okay. Fair enough. So, let me get this right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're moving at Harumi's speed, so the three of you are going to there. Kosa has basically moved to there and taken your mask down. Sorry, you've not taken your mask down yet. Yanagi has moved forward to there. This person's moved to there. Baka has moved up to here and is muttering to Yanagi. We'll see what happens there. That person has moved forward to there, and these guys... Okay, Harumi, you just see a rice bale moving past the end of the alley. 1, 2. Being carried by a porter.
Okay.
Okay, next round. What's Yanagi doing?
Yanagi is planning to take another step forward or two so that he's further away from the person who we've just passed.
Yep.
And pause.
Okay, you step there
Yeah,
and pause. Fair enough.
And looking and
Baka?
glance at Baka.
Okay, Baka, are you moving up next to Yanagi and stopping?
Yeah, no, if I can move towards the alleyway, so if I could go...
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're
there,
going
please.
there. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I'm saying this is the way to the... this is the way to the merchant's house. We need to turn around from here. If anyone's going to recognise these sacks, it's going to be someone from this direction.
Well, I haven't got a sack.
You can see that Baka has.
It's gotcha. No. If that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be.
Okay, Kosa, you're kind of catching up to them because you're moving faster. Are you dropping your mask?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's drop you down, and you get 1 close to them, so you're only 2 behind Kyūryū, so 2, 4, and the rest of them are here, so you are
I'm
there.
going a different direction. I'm going a different direction.
Ah, you're just going straight on. Fair enough.
No, I'm going up there. I'm going up there.
Oh, you're going up there.
And when I get up there, I'm dropping my mask, putting my mask down.
Okay. Fair enough. And righty-ho. So, fine. So, this lot will carry on towards the dock. You're going up there and then along here, correct? Kosa?
I'm going to carry on that road, yes.
Okay.
More towards the left. Yeah.
You can carry on going a bit further, but you will eventually have to cut south to get onto the dock road.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to walk a bit further down the road so I can
Okay.
see what's on the road.
Okay,
How
so
many people are
Baka
about?
2, 3, 4 to here, yes?
Yep.
And Yanagi, you're just going straight on? Yep, fine.
I will be turning the corner, but if we all walk away as big groups, it's more
More notice.
Yes,
Oh, more
that's
attention.
why I'm going the other
Yeah.
way.
Okay, so
man with the
Kosa
sack
goes
doesn't turn
there. The trio to the southwest are heading off the map. Yanagi turns the corner.
Yep.
Baka comes to the corner here.
No, I'm going down that alleyway.
Oh, you're going down that alleyway.
Yeah, I want them to
enough.
stay away from the main roads as much as possible.
Okie doke. And fair enough. So next round, Yanagi, where are you
Right,
going?
which direction is One Shoes? From here?
One shoes is off in that direction.
Okay, cool.
Basically,
Yeah,
you need to exit from the southwest corner of the map.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading.
Okie doke.
Yeah,
Righty-ho.
I moved a bit. I'm continuing
Okay.
my 3 hex stroll.
Okay, Baka, are you moving at your full BMA or just at a normal common man's stroll?
In these alleyways, I'm moving at 5, and then I'll move at the stroll when I'm in more
Okay, so move yourself 5 then.
order. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Is it there or there? Something like that.
Fair enough. Okay. So then Yanagi, move your move, and Baka move your move.
No, I'm just gonna quietly move up to the edge. Have a bit of a
Okay.
peek around.
You can see a couple of the dock workers carrying a rice bale up the road.
Are they our dock workers, or are they?
Yes,
Right.
the only ship being unloaded with rice is the merchant's ship, because he's the one who's got the rice contract. Everybody
Cool.
else has got a rice surplus at the moment.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to come out here, just give a little wave to these guys and keep walking down the road. These are our friendly dock workers, people I've worked with and know my potential affiliations. Is that right?
They are fellow dock workers from the docks.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's good.
That doesn't necessarily mean that they are fellow Yakuza.
No, I wasn't suggesting that, but they're people I know. They're yeah,
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. In that case, you walk past them. They carry on walking up the road. Yanagi, when you turn the corner, you can see a group of dock workers carrying a rice bale towards you.
Okay. Well, when I get to the corner, I'm going to kind of look as if I'm not sure whether I should be going straight on or right, because I am dressed in out-of-town gear. So
Yes.
I'm going to kind of pause and look around like, is this the right way? Should I be?
Okay.
You know,
Well,
that kind of slightly confused look of, and even looking behind me thinking, this all looks the same.
Yep, fair enough. Well, the dock workers have not stopped to chat with you because they're carrying this rather heavy bale of rice.
That's fine.
So, sorry, Baka, they've not stopped. They hang on. Did they recognise you? Let's just double check that. It's highly likely. Oh yes, yes. They call out a greeting as they go past, but they're obviously carrying a very heavy bale of rice, and they're not stopping to chat.
They're busy. I get it. It's cool.
Fair enough. Righty ho. Yanagi. These dock workers are carrying on with their bale of rice, and they're obviously going to be turning left. Are you going straight on, or are you going down the dock road?
Well, seeing them coming, I shall move out of their way to the sort of the corner so they can come round me. Still kind of glancing around, like, and then just as they go, I'll sort of go, oh, okay, kind of. Oh, I think it's this way actually, and then I shall take another couple of steps.
Right. So let me just check something. Fair enough. She doesn't notice. Righty ho. So Baka is carrying on at his nonchalant stroll, yes?
Yep.
And they will carry on up the road towards Yanagi. And then the next round, they carry on up towards Yanagi. You can carry on moving Yanagi if you wish. Baka moves on. Moves on.
This is only for my own
on.
interest, Dave. This is my will save to see if I looked at the carnage. Oh yeah, I looked at the carnage on the way past.
Yeah, it's Kyūryū's handiwork.
Aye, come on now. It's got you one.
Hey, all I
his
saw
head.
was Kosa's
You
butt, which
saw-
stopped me from
you-
getting involved.
You saw. Didn't you see Kosa? No, you didn't see Kosa restrain him from killing the guy. Fine. So move another couple of slots, both of you, and I will move these guys. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. They've turned to there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and fair enough. Dumpty 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 dum.
Right, Dave. Kinzo and the other two. We'll make our way back to One Shoes.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Who's with us? Harumi, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me, you, and
Two.
Harumi, isn't it?
3, 4.
You're getting that in quick, Tim, before the shit hits the fan.
Fine. Okay. Can I have a wit saving throw from you, Yanagi, please?
A wit saving throw.
A wit saving throw.
Go on, I can probably do a wit saving throw. Where am I at with my wit these days? Oh, I'm on a 7. Go on then, let's see what we get.
Oh.
Hey!
20. Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough. Kosa,
Mm-hmm.
you can hear somebody running down the street behind you, shouting something like "murder, murder."
I'll stop and look round. A concerned citizen.
He kind of runs past you, heading towards the probably the edge of the ward where the policemen are.
Yes, I'll turn around and follow them as they run past, watching them.
Might be an idea to leave the ward before the policemen get involved.
Yes, I'm going to. But I'm waiting. Once they run past me, I'll carry on my way.
Okay. But
between the
presumably
houses, if possible.
fast enough so that yes, fine. Okay.
Don't wanna
Yeah,
attack the gentleman,
that guy basically when walking past made his wit saving throw and failed his will saving throw, so he's decided to get involved. Okay, you all make it back to the docks. Okay. Are you going straight to One Shoes?
Yes.
I'm going to take
Okay,
a circuitous route. Once I get
Fair
close
enough.
to One Shoe, I'm going to take a couple of detours, make sure I'm not being followed.
Okay. Wit saving throw, please.
Not that I'm very good at it, but at least make the effort.
I had
Yeah,
exactly
might
the
even
same
make it.
idea.
Might
You-
even make it.
You don't actually
Alright.
spot anybody following you, whether you
Oh,
made it
I
or
do
not.
make Just make my wit saving throw, just.
Everything is peaceful and quiet on the docks, apart from the usual kind of calls of the dock workers and the curses of the ship's mate as he tells them, no, not that bale, that bale.
Well, I was doing a similar thing, making a long route round, trying to keep an eye out, so
Okay. Right.
no idea.
Baka's not that smart, he's just going straight back.
Okay. You get back to One Shoes. Eventually, Kosa turns up. Baka's already there, and Harumi, Kinzo, and Kyūryū are kind of staring at Baka's sack, saying, "Shall we open it?"
Let's
Oh,
see
well,
what's in it,
Kyūryū, are you
yeah.
opening it?
Oh yeah. Baka, let's see what's inside it, please.
Pass it over.
Okay, it was a heavy sack, weighed about 30 pounds.
Oh, you don't need to pass it over. Just open it up, mate. Just tell me to
Oh,
open it.
yeah. Oh, presents for the new leader, but yeah, okay, I'll open it up.
You open it and you see 3 jars in there. Look to be glazed earthenware
Pull one out.
with a kind of I don't know. Do they have an equivalent to cork in Japan? I think they do. Might be balsa or something like. They have an equivalent to cork.
Softwood like balsa, maybe.
The jars
Oh, it's
appear
that
to
red
be.
tape thing, isn't it?
Yes, the jars.
Dave, it's likely
Yes?
to be bamboo. To be
Bamboo.
bamboo.
Yeah.
In that
Could
case,
be
there is a bamboo stopper with what looks like a wax seal around it, and there is a paper label on each jar, which appears to have writing on it.
In what language?
Well, obviously it's this, but so what do you guys think?
What language is it written in?
Who's gonna have a read?
I'll have a look, Dave.
Does not matter.
Okay.
Well, Harumi will have a read because she is our scholar.
There are 2 forms of characters on there. There is an inscription in kanji, and there is an inscription in katakana.
Well, I'm going to read the katakana and then I'm going to pass it to Harumi because I am your leader.
Okay. The katakana appears to be instructions. Add 1 ounce of the powder to boiling water. Add the rice. Cook the rice. Eat before cold.
I'm actually fluent in kanji. I can read that. Not kanji, sorry, katakana. Cool.
So it's just
Okay.
rice. There's some powder that goes on
So-
rice. Is it MSG?
No, it says, and I quote, add 1 ounce of the powder to boiling water. Cook 10 pounds of rice. Eat before cold.
Do you think it's some sort of magic something like that they're putting on somebody's food
It's more
then?
likely just some spice or something.
Kind of like bomb instructions.
It says eat before cold though. It's like, or it doesn't work if you don't eat. Do you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't work if you
It
eat
tastes
when it's
horrible if
cold.
it's cold.
Yeah, maybe it's a
Ask Harumi
poison.
what the kanji letters mean.
Yeah.
What does the kanji say?
Harumi, would you have a look at this, please?
Are you partially or fully literate?
My
Have you got a
base
BCS
is-
of either 5 or 10?
I got BCS of 18 in kanji.
We'll check you
Yeah,
out.
well, that is, you're almost a
Hey!
master of it, yes.
The label says 3 essences, excellent invigorating powder.
So it's some magic shit. Or like
And do you have physician, Harumi?
No.
it's one of
Does
those
anybody have physician?
it's one of those powdered tiger balls numbers, isn't it? Give
Yeah,
you-
Yanagi has it when he gets back.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I have physician. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
going to be one of those magic powders that gives you super erections or something, eh? Like powdered tiger balls or something, isn't it?
Fair enough. And you get back Yanagi. They're kind of staring at these 3 jars.
Okay.
And eventually Kosa turns up. And would you care to make a physician roll, Yanagi?
I will happily make a physician roll.
Dave, does Kosa's sack contain the same sort of thing that Baka's
Yes.
sack can?
3 10-pound weights, 3 jars weighing about 10 pounds, well, just over 10 pounds each, with a label on exactly the same.
I make my physician's roll by 9.
Ah! There's a 90% chance, therefore, that you have heard of this. Roll
Okay.
percentile dice. 90 or less, and you've heard of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
3 essences, excellent invigorating powder, is that's a herbalist treatment, which is often used before battles. if you read the instructions, it obviously it feeds 10 people, and it kind of gives them a bonus on their strength for 2 hours after eating the rice.
Ah,
Is it
I should
valuable?
explain
You know?
that.
Probably.
is it valuable?
Yanagi looks at the jars and says, we've got 6 jars with 10 pounds and 16 ounces to a pound, and each of them would kind of, each pound of rice will feed 1 person. This would feed over 9,000 people? He says,
Oh my
in a
god,
slightly
I'm never eating
high-pitched
no more rice
voice.
again.
You think you're not sure. Roll a wit saving throw.
It is fucking MSG, I knew it.
Roll a wit saving throw to see if you have any idea how valuable this stuff is.
Myself.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I do come from a merchant background.
Oh
so-
yes. You think it's probably valuable, but you're not sure how valuable.
Yeah, I mess my commerce by 1 with that.
But if there's enough. They've got several thousand people doses. It must be fairly valuable. Just for the sheer quantity of it.
Yes, you would guess so.
I mean, even if it's only a copper a dose, it's still a hell of a lot of money.
Oh, you reckon it's in silvers per dose, but you're not sure how many silvers.
Oh wow, this
But
is a lot of money.
6 jars at
It's like gold dust.
£10 is 60 times 16 ounces per jar. That's 900. If it's only worth a silver a dose, that's 960 silvers. This is
Well,
valuable stuff.
Serious money,
It's
yeah.
coke.
Well, whoever this belongs to is going to be mighty pissed.
It's
And
cocaine.
remember, lads, this is the second lot we know about.
Yeah.
We better hope that it belongs
It's
to the
actually a
merchant,
third.
and not to their daimyo's family.
It's basically cocaine. It's like a really super valuable powder that everybody's wanting.
One shoe.
Yes?
Is this stuff legal?
Well, yes. I hadn't realised the daimyo's widow was spending this much money on her armies.
I'm sure it's her who's buying it.
Are you sure it's going to her armies?
Could it be the guy supplying rice to one side and drugs to the other side?
Well, don't know. I mean, wouldn't put anything past fat bastard, scum that he is. Well, if it's that, well, I don't. Would it be safe to try selling it to the daimyo's widow?
Probably not.
I suggest you hide this somewhere for at least a month and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd probably hide it
Yes,
out of
I
Nobioka if he's
tell
down as
you
well.
Yeah,
what.
get it out of here.
I think we should probably put it in something else so it's not obvious. Those jars look pretty obvious.
Very
Okay,
identifiable.
Oh yes. He hastily gets some stuff out of the one of his sacks of rice, which is a lot smaller than the one that those poor dock workers were carrying to the merchant, and starts getting an empty stack and pouring rice into it and trying to make space. And once he's got it mostly empty, he says, quick, put that pot in here, and then we'll fill it up with rice around it. Okay, so you end up with 6 sacks of rice, which are a thin skin of rice around these earthenware pots.
Have you got a trunk you can spare?
Yes.
Well, I suggest you put those in that, and then we'll decide what to do with it. Stack it somewhere at the bottom of a pile.
Yes, might be an idea to put it somewhere other than
Could you
in actual
could
fact.
you could you stash it at Uncle's place?
What, down in
Be the captain,
Hanamishisu?
Why not?
Well, we'd have to get some porters to take these 2 trunks down there, he says, looking at the party.
Yeah, we can do
Oh,
that.
well, we could do that bit.
Yeah, we should do that. We should take it
Okay.
down to Hanamishisu. It's
As long as you
less...
can get us some paperwork to cover it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yep,
out the way
certainly,
there,
certainly. Yes. Well, yeah. Let's see. Well, he kind of opens the trunks and yeah, it's actually. Do we put in one trunk? No. If I put in a strong box and we put. Hang on, we've got £60, so that's 80. No, it does need to be in a trunk, doesn't it? So that probably have to be kind of 4 of you carrying a trunk. All right. So in that case, he will put the rice sacks at the bottom of the trunk. He will then pile various miscellaneous bits and pieces on top of it, and he will then get some carrying poles, and he will then start writing out the transfer note for it, and God, digs into his pocket, pulls out, looks at the list, looks at right, silver. And here's another 30 copper just in case they squeeze you for more. All right. Right. This is made out to Uncle. It's 2 Lord Tasuka, care of Uncle, and yeah. Well, they shouldn't charge more than a silver at the gate. But you might get squeezed at the border into Lord Tasuka's land. So I've given you 30 copper to pay that if need be. But if there's any left, give it to Uncle. And
Yeah. Okay.
£150. Okay, fine. So can 2 of you lot carry £150, or is he going to have to put? And if so, what's your BMA going to be? Or is he going to have to put it on 4 poles? And 4 of you carry it.
I think I can.
Basically, if you divide it £150 by 2, can 2 of you carry £175? And if so, what does it do to your BMA?
I won't be carrying my Tetsubo, so that's £25 I'm not carrying.
Let me have a look.
Right. So, well, we know you're going to be all right, Baka. But who's the strongest other member of the party?
I'm not the strongest,
that
but I've got the speed to spare. So my base movement is
I think
8.
that much will completely paralyse you if you carry that much.
Well, you would be carrying.
£75.
Yeah.
You would be carrying £75.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, I'm already carrying 30, so I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I
So in
could
that
get
case, he's going to
explosion.
have to put together a
Do it on
4-pole frame. So who are the 4 the 4 strongest? You're each carrying 38. What does that do to your BMA?
My strength,
38.
my strength is 16. Let me
It
add.
still halves it. It still halves my speed.
Right.
Let me add 38 to this, so that's 68.45.
It makes me over encumbered, so I'm at half.
Oh my god, it's going to be me hurrying you lot on for a change.
Puts me on over encumbered, which halves
Halves
me.
it, yeah.
When I'm halved, I'm
Yeah.
at 4 though, which is like Harumi's speed anyway.
The 4 strongest are Kinzo, Kyūryū, Kosa, and Baka. So
So what speed are you down to after you add 38 pounds to
I
your
can-
weight?
I'm down to
I
4.
can still do 4.
And me too.
Okay, so you're down to a BMA of 4.
What about Kosa? Sorry, not Kosa. Kinzo. Is it?
What's Kinzo down to?
I'm down to 4 too.
Oh, that's good.
Okie doke. Right, so looking at the map, you're going to be travelling on the Saikaido, so that would mean you can go 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just get to the border, so you could stop it the night in Connor.
Yeah.
So it'd be a 2-day journey. Mutter, grumble, grumble. Okay, 3, 6. All right, here's 24 copper. Porter's fee.
They give us another 24 copper.
He's giving you another 24 copper for carrying his stuff down to Uncle's. He won't charge you for the rent of his trunk for carrying your stuff, all right?
That's generous of him.
One shoe. Can you
Yes?
make sure that when that the pole that you get for me, when we put the trunk down, that I can use it as a bow staff?
Yes, that's normally the case, actually.
Fantastic.
Okay. We'll take you around to get it out of the tracers, though.
Better than not having it at all.
Okie doke. All right, so in that case, you've spent half the morning, so in actual fact, your best bet is to travel to Agasu today, and then travel to Hanamishisu tomorrow, because you'd be pushing it to get to Connor.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
So, you are going to be setting out from Nobioka to Agasu.
Yep.
Fair enough. Right, walking up the docks. Can I have a luck roll for the party, please? Would the gallant leader care to make a luck
Sure,
roll,
I'll
please,
get it then.
Kyūryū?
I'll get it. No good luck, no bad luck.
Okay. In that case, Baka, you are jeered at by some of the dockers as you're carrying this along the docks.
Jeered at.
Oh, yes. Going back to your roots, eh? You can take a peasant out of the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the peasant.
Better a pheasant plucker's son than a whatever you are.
Yeah, farm boy. Fetch me that picture.
I'm busy.
You're getting bullied, Baka. They're violating you,
Right.
mate.
So I hate to tell you this. I've actually got a BMA of 5 with trotting.
Okay. You realise that they are having a go at you because you are in peasant garb again.
Oh right, yeah.
Working on the docks, you've been wearing your town stuff, but you're in peasant garb. And they saw you in your peasant garb trotting down the road past them.
I was hoping they wouldn't notice.
Oh, they did notice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you make it to the gates. What
I'm
are
never
the
going to live
guards
this one down.
like? What's the attitude of the guards?
Oh,
You just waved through. They appear to be kind of interrogating a merchant who's kind of holding his hands out and kind of making kind of, everything's in order. Look, they are concentrating on someone else. They don't even charge you a silver for going out of the gate. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okie doke. You make it to Agasu. You're stopping at the inn. That will be 3 copper each, please.
Okay.
Covered by expenses, presumably.
We'll just take it. Yeah, we've just dropped 54 in the party. Should we just take it out of that, or?
Yep, take it out of that.
Okay. Is somebody managing that, by the way?
I don't know. Is anybody managing that?
Is anybody managing
if nobody's
the party
managing
funds?
the loot, if nobody's managing the loot, then somewhere a silver and 30 copper's gone missing.
Who's in charge
It's
of?
your job.
care of, don't we?
Your job, Kyūryū.
Thank you, Tim. No, it's not my job. I'm the leader, not the bloody secretary.
Yeah, you still got. You should be. You're responsible for the money.
I am not the bookkeeper. No, I'm responsible
You
for
are.
kicking heads.
If the money goes missing, we blame you. So it's your responsibility to make sure that it doesn't go missing.
So-
when Kosa gets there, you notice a sly smile across Kinzo's face.
Okay. So let me just make a note on the campaign sheet. So, ambush and half kill porters. Steal sex. Leave town. Reach Agasu. Righty ho. So, Baka, trotting is
Yep.
a very bad idea in 37-degree temperatures.
Oh, it was only just so we were out of the range of the dockers. That was, it wasn't like for
We
long.
can't pick that up back up because we might fall over and break the valuables if we push it too hard.
You damage one shoe's trunk, and you're paying for it.
Just till I couldn't hear the torment in my head anymore.
Oh no! You can still hear it. I mean, those are those are your fellows from the docks. It kind of
Right.
eats at you all the way.
Don't forget, we'll remind you occasionally.
Back to a trot.
Okay. It's a good job you've got only a half day. Okay, the following day.
Is this now the 26th of Satsuki?
It is now the 26th when you leave Agasu. It's still completely overcast, occasional showers. It's so humid, but it's slightly less hot. It only reaches a peak of 31 this afternoon rather than 37.
That's mild.
Cooler outside the city.
Well, it's less smelly as well. You know, the fresh, you hadn't realised how smelly it was in the city until you smell this fresh country air. You know, the smell of night soil on rice fields and... Okay, you travel down to Agasu. Sorry, to Kona, rather. And let's see what sort of a frame of mind the guards on the border are in. Oh. You are stopped.
1s and 20s.
Okay, can I have does the Kyūryū have rhetoric skill or anything like that?
I don't have rhetoric, no.
He is questioned at length as to why such a minor load is being carried south on such a hot day. You know, there's very few porters on the road, etc. And there's obviously contraband in here, and they think they're going to have to break this open and open all the containers, and they'll have to pour the rice from these sacks out onto the ground, and
shit. Well, I would before it comes to that, I'm going to try to persuade them that the reason we're carrying such heavy goods on such a hot day is part of our martial physical training. We're not just regular porters. We're
So you're not regular porters. So you are carrying contraband.
No, we're working.
So this is a forgery. They say, waving
we're working
the
as
consignment
porters.
note.
I'm a budoka. I'm a trained budoka, and we're working as porters. This is a job we have in the summer.
Unlock that trunk, please. We're going to have to search everything and empty everything out.
I'm explaining that we've taken the physical job in the
how
heat
many
to
of them are
get
there?
the exercise.
There are 3 of them.
Okay.
There's the one that's talking to you, and the other 2 leaning back, looking bored and just waiting.
No, seeing
Okay,
the. Oh, go on.
Basically, slip 3 silver into the man's hand and say, "There's nothing to look at here, sir."
Oh, are you sure? I mean, can you just demonstrate a couple of moves on this idiot here, just to demonstrate that you are a true Budoka? He says, pointing at Kyūryū,
Yeah, I'll do
who
something.
hadn't got the
Firstly-
first idea as to what he was talking about.
No, I'm telling him that we are Budoka, and as part of
Yes,
our
I
training, we
know,
work as
and he is asking Kinzo to demonstrate some Budoka moves on you
to prove, that he's a
it.
Budoka. Okay. Don't let me down, Kinzo.
Preferably hard, he whispers to Kinzo. Knock some sense into him.
I don't like this guy one bit, Dave. Haha.
Are you attempting to hit him? Are you pulling your punch? Kinzo. Or are you going full bore? Tim?
I've hit armor class 4, sir, without any modifiers.
Okay. And are you pulling your punch? Or are you
No.
doing full damage? Okay, fine. Do your damage to him.
I can take it. It's fine.
Eight points of pain, sir.
We never roll max damage against bad guys.
The two guys leaning on their spears kind of stand up straight and start applauding.
And I'll smile when he hits me like that.
And the corporal kind of sniggers a bit and then kind of waves you on and kind of mutters to Kinzo, "Explain the facts of life to that idiot." And you are allowed to cross the bridge.
Sorry, sir.
And you make it into Tsuka territory. Sorry, Kanawa territory, rather. And you
Sorry
travel
about
on.
that, Kyūryū, but it seemed the best way forward.
No, it was you helped back up my words. I was fumbling my words, and I thought it wasn't going to work. And then when you did that, and you landed such a great punch, it backed up my words, and they bought it.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry, Kinzo, are you not going to do what he said?
And what was that?
He muttered to you to explain the facts of life to that idiot as you left.
Yes, what I will do when we get away from there.
Okay,
but
you
no,
got
I'm not.
away from there. You are on the way to Hanamishisu, and you reach Uncle's. On the way, do you explain the facts of life to him, or not?
No.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
I'm not taking so much Yagaru's orders. I don't work for them.
Okay, fine. Might save him some pain next time, but never mind. Okay.
No, I don't mind a wee punch in the jaw.
You're
if it's-
assuming that I want to save him pain.
It's just a little punch in the jaw to get us past some security.
Okay.
That
Can
was
I have
fine.
wit
That
sa-
worked
Can I have a
nicely.
wit saving throw from the other members of the party apart from Kyūryū, please?
Is this you punishing me, Dave, because the player's stupid and I'm missing something?
A little bit.
Don't punish my character.
Oh my god.
Baka, you applauded Kinzo.
I'm sorry.
Actually make a will saving throw to avoid applauding Kinzo. Otherwise, you're gonna have to apologise. No.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Anybody make their wit saving throw? Harumi?
What's a wit saving throw?
Harumi?
Yes.
Did you make a wit saving throw?
No. No, yet.
Okay.
Come on. No.
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 Fair enough. You arrive at One Shoes. He is surprised but delighted to see you. And then looks at the consignment note and says, "What? Hang on a second.
No one choose at uncle's, you mean?
Hang on a second," he says. What's his message? He says, pointing to a scribble on one corner of the consignment note. He said he sent you with a message. And he better have done, because this stuff wouldn't pay for a trip down here. It's not needed. He looks at Kyūryū.
What was the
because
message?
Kyūryū seems to be standing in front.
What was the message, Dave? Because I've obviously forgot.
He didn't give you a message.
Ah, right, okay. Is there not a note or anything for him?
No.
Okay, I'll explain to Uncle then that. How much?
Get that in the warehouse immediately.
Well, I don't know. How much are we going to explain to him, boys? How much are we
Well,
going to
what
tell
are you
him?
explaining to Uncle?
Yeah, how much are we going to tell Uncle?
You would have discussed this on the
family.
journey.
Yeah. How much are we going to tell him? Everything?
As little as possible, not to incriminate the guy.
Okay, so what are you saying to Uncle is the reason why this is down here?
We're just going to say it's something we needed to get out of the way for a little while, and it needs to be with someone that can be trusted.
Contraband?
Something like that.
We're not entirely sure whether it's contraband or not, but it is incredibly valuable.
Right. Well, in that case, right, all of you in the warehouse, quick. Right, move those sacks of rice from there to there. Right, stick those at the back, and then put those sacks of rice in front. Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, 1 second while I lose this in the paperwork. Oh, sorry. Do you need the trunk?
I think he wants his trunk back, yeah.
All right. Well, you best unload that there and make sure that it's whatever's in there is going to be safe having sacks of rice put on it.
No.
Well, we need
No.
this trunk for bringing it back anyway,
Yeah.
so
We don't need the trunk. We can buy him a new trunk. It's fine. We don't need the trunk. Leave the trunk. You can keep the trunk, Uncle.
Right. And how long has he said he wants this stored here?
I think at least a month.
Right. And how dangerous is it?
It's not dangerous
Is anybody
at all.
looking for it, or is it just valuable and you don't want it to be robbed by chance?
A little from
Somebody's
Columbia.
likely to be looking for
A
it,
little
yes.
from Columbia.
Right. Fair enough. In that case, if you wouldn't mind lifting those heavy pieces of furniture and put them over in front of the rice, so that it makes it a bit more difficult to get to. Right. Okay.
So-
Okay. He's looking rather dubious about this, and
You need to just trust us, Uncle.
asks again, "Are you sure there wasn't a message? Just look after that trunk for my nephew."
Exactly.
Right. Okay. And he didn't reveal what was in the trunk?
Nope. Just says that he needs it to be kept here for at least a month,
Okay.
and that no one must know that it's here.
Right, well, you can take a message back to him for me.
No doubt.
Right, well, in that case, look suspiciously at the corner again. I suppose you'll be wanting to go and see your families, or I'm going over to the inn. I think I could do with some sake. He closes the warehouse up, locks it, and heads over towards the inn. Are you all going to the inn, or are you going to go and see your families?
I'm going to join Uncle, and then I shall
Okay.
go and see my mother a bit later on.
Yeah, I'm going to
Fair
the
enough.
inn as well.
seriously, definitely in.
Okay.
Need a drink after this.
Righty-ho.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he'll offer to stand you around and of sake. You can tell him about your adventures of up north in the big city. Any more news on how things are going with the Lord of the Mountains? Blah 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 blah. What's this he hears about a kind of rice not being bought up. What's going to happen to the harvest year? Is prices going to be lowered? Blah 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 blah. Okay, how much are you going to talk about your adventures? Just the highlights, detail, or just kind of talk about things other than your adventures?
Nothing from this chapter, obviously.
Okay, obviously, yep.
But what do you think, boys? How much would we tell him?
I know that I'd be asking as many questions about Miyazaki as I possibly could to find out what's been going on down there, if he's got any gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the same.
Martial law, basically.
I'm guessing Uncle was who I learned my Yakuza dialect from. I'm thinking more, how things have been going on the docks.
Crackdown.
Yeah.
He will ask you to kind of accompany him over to get the snacks. You know, the fried seaweed from over at the bar, etc.
I remember the stuff well. More than happy.
Yes, and the pork scratchings, all the nice salty stuff. And while he's got you doing that, he will kind of bring you up to speed. He will tell you that the Miyazaki gang have basically been locked down, and there have been raids on places which have been brought to the attention of the authorities, and he believes they've lost more of their personnel.
That's and that's of the Miyazaki gang that we like.
Apparently, some rumours were spread that they were in cahoots with the Lord of the Mountains, something to do with bandit raids and that sort of thing.
Okay, that's bad news. Okay.
This is the Miyazaki gang that you are at odds with, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh right. Oh, I thought we were allied with half of it.
No, we're only friends with gangs up in Nobuoka. We're not friends with any gangs down in Miyazaki.
Well, there's a faction in that gang that had been approached by your lot to carry out a coup, but it was betrayed by a spy, and he thinks that they've gone into hiding. So
before
they're
everything
still
went
in
into
Miyazaki.
hell.
Yes.
When we were doing the Yakuza mission, it all went to shit. We were about to meet up with our gang that was coming down to join up with half the other gang to overthrow the leader that was the one that was working. So if the gang that's in the city...
But that's been put on hold. The faction that were willing to join up with your lot have gone into hiding. The Yakuza remaining on the docks have been raided by the local lord's forces. Things had been revealed to them, shall we say?
When Uncle has explained this for the third time and Baka finally understands what's going on, oh no, that's actually really good news. You cheer up.
Okay, there was obviously a delay in getting the pork scratchings and the fried seaweed, because it's some time before Uncle and Baka return with that to the table, I'm afraid.
I hate to say it, but I'm also going to be as open with information back to Uncle.
Yep, that's
so
fine.
Whatever he questions on,
okay.
I'll give him that.
Are you going to tell him what's in the trunk?
No. That I've seen
fine.
Explicit instruction in front of.
That's fine. That's fine. But as far as what's been going on up north, yes, you bring him up to speed on that. And fat bastard! Yeah, I'd heard something about that. He's got the rice market for the daimyo's forces covered. Okay.
We might without going into detail, we might be able to do something about that, and then I'm going to wink, and that's it. But I will not answer anything else on that.
Okay, you get back to the table, and he has a round of sake for you, and kind of congratulates you on what little you tell him of your adventures. And would everybody please roll a will saving throw?
No.
Nope. Oh no.
God, no.
Oh, hell no. Oh, Yanagi, though. Check out Yanagi.
Absolutely.
Yanagi to save the day.
Okay. Fine. Yanagi,
Yes.
you've noticed that the conversation has been moved in a particular direction towards porter's trunks and where they might have come from and what might be in them, but you have specifically noticed that the conversation is being steered in that way, although some of the rest of the party seem oblivious. Do you wish to move the conversation somewhere else?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, the conversation gets moved away from that subject somewhat sharpish, and
Very skillfully done. On a what?
oh yes, yeah. Oh yes. You're admiring how. I mean, it must have been an accident that Uncle had raised such subjects, but
Well, no, it's very simple. My goodness, Uncle, did you realise that you didn't know anything about the facts of life? If you know what I mean.
Uncle gives you a sharp look and kind of gives up trying to dig out what's in that box. Okay. So, what are you planning on doing the following day?
Finding out what lesson Kinzo's got to teach Kyūryū next.
Well, I'm going to suggest we stop it there, Dave, because it seems like a good place. It's
I
also
think that
gone
is-
11.
I think it's a very good place to stop. You've successfully got your ill-gotten gains out of the town. You haven't tried cooking any of it in your evening rice because it was cooked for you by the inn. So we shall see what you're planning to do next bat time, next bat channel, or same bat time,
Same bat channel, same bat
Yeah.
time.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very much
watching.
for an enjoyable evening.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Thank
you
you,
all.
Dave. Thank you all,
you.
gentlemen. And you-
I have to award some Budo, don't I?
oh yeah, you do. Whoa, I almost went
Uh,
away with that.
Oh,
I believe that it's 3.5 to 3.5 to Kyūryū and 1.5 to Kosa and 0.5 to the rest of you for the actual fight, because you know what was going on. I'm going to award you all an extra point of Budo or Shugendo for a plan that worked exceptionally well. And I shall give you all 5 points of on for feeling really good about yourselves.
Hey. What did you say? 5
Hundred.
on?
5 on.
Nice one.
Despite the dice gods.
Just so you're aware, Dave, when I go to visit my mother, I leave 2 koku with her.
Oh, she is exceptionally grateful. You can have 2 on for that.
Hey,
I'm
thank you very
on.
much.
I'm on 9.2 Budo.
Oh, nice. Nearly there. Nearly at level 2. Let's
Nearly
go.
there.
I'm on 46.45. I'm very close to level 3.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, thank you, Dave, and thank you, gentlemen, and everyone on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. This is Bushido RPG. Peace.